Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I've been urged to get into this as quickly as humanly possible because Set is impatient to have the match going. Welcome to our lovely match. Now, I'm going to be observing this one, much as I did the last one that you guys watched. This is going to be quite an interesting bash. We've got Ark, who, of course, is a member of the community team. Both Set and... where is he? Echo. They are two of the developers. It's excellent multiplayer Sins player. Yeah, this is going to be really interesting, and they're playing on what they call the Chaos rule set. Now, the Chaos rule set is basically anything goes, no holds barred, and you will see that there are several players who have decided to play as Reapers today. So hopefully we're going to get to see some glorious Reaper action. That's going to be really good fun. Also, there are a bunch of things that are on that weren't on. Let's take a look at the game options. Oh god, I can't tell what's going on here. AI surrender doesn't really matter here. Start settings. Income rate is on extremely fast. Research speed is on fast. So that's going to be absolutely beautiful. Mercenaries are on. Alliances aren't locked. So yeah, this could be very, very interesting. War assets are on as well. So yeah, this is going to be an absolutely crazy match. Let's take a look at the completion options. Allied victory is on, so it's presumably nice for those who are playing and they can win. Right, let's get into the chat. It's going to be noisy, folks. I hope you don't mind a little bit of noise.
Reaper Invasion's on? No. God. No.
Reaper Invasion's on? That's very disappointing.
I have not as of yet created the I want to kill myself rule set, so
You know what? If you want to play a single player game and then actually win the game with Reaper Invasions, then come back to us and give us the feedback.
Easy, no problem.
I'll give it a go.
I'm not playing today to give all of you a chance.
Ready now.
Oh.
well done, Go. Well done. So Go, we're ready to get the game going.
Yeah, we're absolutely ready. I've let people know what the Chaos rule set entails, so they're prepped.
They're expecting
Lovely.
murder. Fantastic.
Here we
Right.
go.
Well, let's get this show on the road.
This is gonna be a mess.
I'm ready for it to take 10 minutes.
If I start on Earth, this is gonna be glorious.
Knowing my luck, I'm going to start between the other two Reapers and being murdered.
I'm gonna probably
Yeah.
spawn a Paladin knowing my luck.
I've got.
I
Oh,
always
this is
spawn
gonna
a
be.
Paladin.
Go hasn't seen the community council space
Where
map.
have I
This is. Oh my god. This is gonna be absolute carnage.
Is this going to be madness?
Yeah, absolute mad. When you see the map, you'll understand why.
Where have I
It's
been?
all interconnected, and there's a ton of different clusters. You actively have to have. You can't death loop period.
I just want to make it clear from the start of the game that I hate every last one of you, except for
Yay! Yay!
What
He's
planet, what
decided
planet?
to not hate me for once.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is gonna be brutal. Damn it.
You got Paladin, or have you got
Yeah.
your room?
Paladin.
When it comes to the Reapers, are they so hateful of every other race that they can't ally with them, or have you allowed a
No,
little
the
bit of
Reapers can have
variance?
whatever they want.
Okay.
They can like whoever they want.
So
you just
diplomacy
never
isn't
document it
actually
above itself.
implemented yet, which means everybody's at 0-0 modifiers for everybody else.
Okay, cool.
In the future, Reapers are probably going to start at -10, but they will be able to ally with others. They're not
Alright.
core.
10, you should put them at the max.
No,
Diplomacy
No,
is
because
irrelevant. We know this.
the Reapers
Alright,
regularly
Mr.
influenced other people to do their bidding.
All right, Jonathan is telling me that he missed the rules, and also my thing isn't working. Hang on. My thing's working. Don't worry, ladies. My thing is working.
Think
Someone forgot to
Watch out.
restart.
No, I didn't actually. Fantastic.
I will rehost. Don't worry.
Oh, got a rehouse.
I-
Oh, good. Hey, Somberduck, how you doing? Well, this gives us the opportunity to go over the rules again, because we've got to quit out.
I will try restart, and if it does it again, it's not me.
You've all abused my amazing lobby name. I hate you all.
Terrifying.
No
file.
more simulator for you.
Lobby's back up on the DOTR community night.
Yeah, I see him.
Are you kidding me? Okay, there it fucking goes. Thank God.
There goes having Sakesh.
That's actually a really rough start.
Is it?
I got Earth.
Isn't Earth the roughest?
I was on Paladin, which was
Earth is actually pretty solid because
Right, let's go back through the rule set today. Today is what they call the Chaos rule set for some of their community matches, which means they can choose any race that they want to play as, including the Reapers, so we'll be seeing some of those today. In addition to that, it's a very quick game style. You can see that income rate has been boosted, or you will be able to see it. I think they need to change the rule set. Pirates are going to be on, Mercenaries are going to be on, Alliances are unlocked. Reaper Invasions aren't on for this one because apparently it breaks it or something, and I think War Assets will be on as well, so quite interesting. In addition to that, Victory Options, Allied Victory will probably be on. Okay,
So Kesh is the Solarian homeworld there.
don't forget to pop your settings back to how you want them.
Whatever it is.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to adjust those. That's true. Up that, up that, up that, up that.
Allied victory.
Yeah,
Allied
I'm doing it now. Yeah.
You need to be allowed to plot and scheme.
Yeah, I
Yes.
can get my emerald back.
What about Pirate Expansion? You know you want that on.
Definitely not.
what about Reaper incursions?
Oh, come on, Reaper Invasions.
Right, who are we
I'm
missing
just
in the lobby?
Validating
We're
final.
missing.
Me, I'm validating.
Okay, so yeah, this should be fairly fast and chaotic match type. People can ally with whoever they want. Who have we got playing Reapers? We've got Ark playing Reapers, so that's going to be terrifying all by itself. Looks like various numbers going Reapers as well, as is Crypt Keeper. He's very, very good at Sins. Hate playing against him. Absolutely despise playing against him. Set's playing the Mercs, which are his favourite faction. A lot of work has gone into the Mercs. They're really, really fun to play as. We've got Kars, who is an Alliance member. Echo's playing as the Council. That's interesting. Ooh. I don't need to choose. I'm not actually playing in this one. I'll be observing Dylan. So what happens with me is, as soon as we start the match, I surrender. And then I'll be able to see what everyone's doing. So it should be very, very fun for us to see what everybody's doing, what kind of tactics they're employing. Hopefully we'll be able to discuss that. And the Dawn of the Reapers team, their Discord is in the description below, as is the ModDB site for downloading this mod if you haven't already got it. They've made a separate little room for me so I can talk to people privately about what they're planning to do, what their tactics are going to be. So we'll do that a couple of times during the course of the game, hopefully. Should be very, very fun. Right, let's see how everybody's getting on.
Oh, well done, Echo.
Alright, I've just gone through the rule set for the chat again.
We are waiting on Toke and Jordan to rejoin.
You're missing. You're
That's
probably
Jordan.
missing a few of the rules. Some of the other rules.
I'm just validating again.
Okay, fellas. Now, the reason that some people are validating their files is, I think, for many players, there was a disconnect between 1.93 and 1.94. I think because we had that 1.94 opt-in.
Yeah.
And what seems to have happened is players who haven't played a multiplayer match since the 1.94 opt-in, a lot of them are having to validate their files, otherwise they get some kind of sync error. So,
mine just always missing a file.
it's always doing it. Okay, well, that's fun.
Every time I launch Sims, no matter what game it is, I have
Eventually,
to
your
validate my
Sims gonna
file.
have the same
That is
file
normal.
20,000 times out.
Oh, Schism's joined. Hello, Schism.
Hello, hello.
Chat and listen.
I believe Schism is muted.
Yeah, I have one file.
There it is.
Cole, you also forgot the big community game rule, getting up on Ark. It happens every time.
Happens
It
every
does.
fucking game. Yeah, every fucking game.
5 players come and say
Although,
hello there.
to be honest, with Set, Echo, and Crypting game, and Fuller, there's so many devs to the game that you've really gotten. There's no reason to target me in this game because it's.
Yes, please do
literally
continue
my-
targeting Ark.
Yeah.
No, screw off. Damn it.
The devs are going
Is
to make
Bill
fun of
playing?
time.
If not, why not?
Goals
I'm just watching this time.
So he's kind of. We got one
Why
spot
are you
left.
playing Go? You might as well play.
Yeah, we're waiting on Toke.
The last time Gold played, he put 150k bounty on me. So as much as far as we don't
Amateur
do that.
numbers, amateur numbers.
That's a rookie.
And to make it worse, he did it just before I ripped the pirates to pieces, so we're kind of pointless.
Those are rookie numbers. I had a 300k.
Sure. Nobody
So
respects me for my achievements, do they?
I respect you for the achievement. I was laughing because I'm like, Ark's like, this is the largest bounty we've had in the game, and I'm like, no, it's not.
Oh, no, I thrashed that last game. I put 300k bounties on different people.
I'm
Okay,
just
then
happy that I.
Then you've beat it. You've beat me.
I'm just happy that we get to re-roll the planets because I rolled binning and I don't really wanna-
I think error happened so fast.
What's up, Cryptic? How you doing? Hey, K Shizzle. Hey, Scott. What have you missed? I'll just explain the rule set. Basically, very fast game. Reapers are allowed. It's going to be very chaotic. Research is quite fast. Income is very fast. So it should be very, very good. They're all scheming. They're all going bonkers in there. We're just waiting for one player to get back into the match because, unfortunately, we had a sync error. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Both have that same background.
Right, lads, if we're all ready, let's get this ready up going, and we'll try and hopefully not have another.
I've never been more ready in my
Okay,
life.
lads.
In fact, I'm so ready that my nipples are erect.
I'm not sure that was the statement of what I needed. Go.
We didn't
At
need
least
that
it doesn't got
information,
morning
Phil.
wood.
Well, you've got it.
Oh, let's change the council from Mercs.
Oh,
Okay, Various is playing the Reapers. That means we have 3.
have we got no mercs in today? What's going on here?
No, apparently not.
I normally play Mercs. I thought
Boo, no mercs.
Boo.
Boo.
Bad.
Hey, Finest, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
Maybe a Circash again, aren't I?
A goal in the future. I'd recommend taking
Circash is not bad if you can
The game full.
quickly
Sadly,
get
because
out
Oh,
to
God.
grab
Look at that. I got her.
the Widow Nebula and
Isn't the Widow Nebula the
Ooh,
place to
this
get
year.
Citadel?
yeah, but you
Well,
don't go for the
That's
Citadel,
just a
you
really
go
terrible
for
start. because
Wittgenstein.
we'd have sat in your
Yeah.
thing for forever.
Well, at least my own name's in the top right-hand corner now.
Guessing mine.
Oh, yeah, we gotta hunt you, that's right. You see everyone, that name up there, that's the person
Oh,
you have to find
I know
and
what
kill.
planet I got, and I'm thankful for this because I'm Cerberus.
I have a
I'm just
rune.
happy it's not my name again.
I know.
Right, fellas, I'm going to surrender so I can have a good look at the map.
Boo!
If you got a rune
Yeah.
and you're playing what I know you're playing, you're going to be rolling in so much money.
I got.
Ooh,
Money,
look at this
money,
And
map.
I'm Cerberus, so Ezo mine is for days.
money, money, money. Give me your money.
I have a question.
Mm.
Hello.
Is there anything over at Draconis?
I don't
Where,
know.
sorry?
Draconis.
There's just this lonely star all by itself.
you
Excuse
talking
me,
about
starting
the
another
There are,
computer
Oh,
game.
that's
there
the-
are a few stars that don't have much around them.
Oh.
No, Draconis is the galactic core, I think.
It's the actual star in this, yeah. It's what Sins registers as a star.
Okay, were you wanting
Oh.
me to look at something specific, Echo?
No?
Oh, I thought you said you wanted me to look at something. Clearly, I was listening very well, as usual.
Although, Gull, if you take a look at the lovely map layout, you'll soon see why I mentioned it would be absolute carnage.
What kind of shit is? What kind of shit is that? Increased EZO extraction rate has only metal planet. Okay.
Hey,
Yes, asteroid.
I spawned
Yeah.
this time.
Well, no, it's a planet.
Cat. So,
Nice. Right, I'm going to discuss where everybody started, so I will mute myself so you can't hear what I'm saying, because it would be unfair.
I've already announced mine.
so have I.
Oh, madness!
I mean, I can hear you on stream.
Well, yeah, you can, but you're,
You're
you're
not
not playing, are
playing,
you? It's alright.
Stream sniping? Come on.
Are you ghosting?
I'm secretly playing.
Okay, fellas, let's see what we've got. Now, I started on Palaven, which would actually have been quite a good start, so it's kind of a shame I'm not playing in some ways. Over here, we've got Set, I believe. Yeah, he started on Irune. Or Irune. Didn't look too bad as a start. What's there? We've got Jexern, that's got an artifact on it. Not the most amazing start, but he can push up this way, and there's quite a lot of nice planets up here. Yeah, not too bad. And up here, this could be a real stronghold for him, I think, with Rilar and Palo Tem. Who else have we got in there? Oh, he's got some stuff over here that he could go as well. Makar. Oh, Makar. Down here, we have got Earth. Follow the Wind has got Earth. And this is widely regarded to be quite a nice start because there are plenty of moons. over here, and you can see that. Let's just take a look at their asteroids. A lot of palladium income. At least I assume it's palladium. Yeah, palladium. But not seemingly all that much ESO. So, oh wow, Mars has got a lot of ESO around it. That's going to be great. And let's just take a look. Titan, more palladium again. So yeah, I don't think Follow the Wind is going to be starved for resources by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, it shouldn't be bad at all. Moving swiftly on, and likely to come into contact very, very quickly, we have Mwahaha over at Benning. Apparently this isn't a nice start, but it doesn't seem too bad from what I can see. Acceptable distribution of asteroids, I suppose, for early game, but he's going to have to fight over Arcturus very, very quickly. If he doesn't contend for Arcturus, then Follow the Wind over here is going to give him trouble, or vice versa. Okay, since we're already here, Jordan appears to have got Surkesh. Hi, Daniel. I'm well, thank you very much. Can one of the devs give an overview of the Reapers? I'll ask them to do that during the course of the match. In fact, Jordan's already started having a little fight over here with his Boston frigates. Should we have a quick look? The game is on super speed at the moment, that's why everything's spraying like absolute crazy. Oh, that was cool. Lights of Boston's. Looks like he's got that world, which is Mayonnaise. Mayonnaise 1. Surkesh doesn't look bad at all. At all. He's going to be an ESO powerhouse. Surkesh is really nice. And he's also not going to have to contend too hard initially. Wow, what is this over here? The Terminus Pirates. Damn, pirates! Moving onwards, we have got Toki, who's got a lovely pink colour. Bless him. And he's got Tuchanka. Good old Tuchanka. Features quite heavily in the games. And mediocre for resources, so he might need to expand a little bit more quickly than some of the others. Does have a good amount of ESO production on his home on Tuchanka though. So not awful. Castmaster is up here, so we're kind of up to the northwest, and he has got Dekuna, which he looks very, very free. I think Cast might have a really good time here because all of this is entirely unoccupied, as far as I can tell. Yeah, that's a really nice start position. Pirate raid is imminent already. Over here, we've got Various Number. He is on Thessia, which is probably going to be fairly well contested. Yes, it will be quite well contested quite quickly because the relay here, the Nebula relay, it is going to be quickly contended by Echo. And Echo, I believe... What are you playing as, Echo? Let's just have a look at you. Oh, is that Cerberus? Oh, Council. It shouldn't be too bad. I thought for a moment I thought he was a Reaper, but no. So yeah, and last but certainly not least, we have Ark over here, all by himself at Gelix. Arguably, I would suggest that Ark has got a terrible start. It's going to be difficult for him to expand because of the location of the mass relays, but of course he does have a Reaper. He's playing as a Reaper, so that's always pleasant. Very pleasant. Oh, bye, Daniel. Good old Reapers. They're such nice lads. Such nice lads. Well, let's get back into the chat and see how people are doing. So, folks.
Hello, go.
Just had a look through everybody's starts, discussed those very briefly. Who's happy with their start?
I'm not.
Very much so.
I'm not.
I'm pretty
I'm
okay
not.
with it.
I wanted Thessia.
You wanted Thessia. Oh.
Fair Thessia would be a pretty.
That's
good
just a
set
larger
to count
system.
them.
It's a bit of a double-edged sword, to be honest.
It can be,
Yeah,
yeah, but
Having
If you
looked
expand
around a
properly,
little
you
bit,
can
I
get
would
more.
probably argue that the most challenging start might be Gelix.
yeah,
Is he near me?
Well, I don't know.
I figured I see if you slip.
But then there are some starts that I think are quite going to be highly contested starts, if you will. Was it Benning and Earth are very close to one another, and I think they'll come into conflict very quickly.
yeah. The Benning player needs to make sure they either make nice with Earth or kill them as soon as possible, and vice versa.
Got one other option. Yeah.
And I think the Rune player also needs to sort out what they're doing with Paladin player, because the Paladin player can lock down that relay really, really well.
I wouldn't be too concerned about that.
Okay then.
So whoever is playing as Irene might have a nice time.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, Irene
So-
can be a very strong start.
So I'm wondering who's Earth. Come on, spill the beans.
I couldn't possibly tell you.
Oh no, I was talking to them.
I'd probably suggest that the strongest start, or seemingly the strongest potential start, would be Dakuna.
Dakuna's quite a strong late game start.
Because
we
you're
can
kind of
keep it.
you've got a lot of room to
Yeah.
expand, haven't you?
You've got a lot of room to expand, but nobody can get to you without going through a whole lot of stuff.
Mhm.
And if they do go through that stuff, they've cleared it out for you. Yeah, after I made this map,
Kyruk wanted to say hello
Richard
to
and
all
I
of you who
spent
are
a
playing.
good hour or two discussing all of the strategy behind the various locations.
Yeah, I'm liking this. I think it's going to be very interesting. You've got kind of an early conflict point between, was it? Oh. Lysus? Yeah, I think it's Lysus. Lysus and Thessia. There's a potential quite early conflict between those two starts as well.
Yeah.
Can I just say now, don't pick on me?
If
'Cause
you
you
look
all
at
know
my
I'm on
start
it.
goal, you're gonna notice something about it.
What am I noticing? Where? Who?
You'll notice something.
Just in general?
Yeah.
That'd be a first.
Should be this one. Here it is. That's Tech 2. Okay.
2 planets to the north. What are they? If you were to look up from Shirkesh.
From who?
The planet.
Which planet?
Shirkesh.
Oh, God. I'm trying to find it now.
Look for the Citadel.
Oh, where's that?
Center of the map.
It's
So
where all
that's
the relays
very easy
connect.
to find. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it would be over here. Oh no, that's the Serpent Nebula.
That's the relay. Look down. Look either up or down from there.
Oh, here it is. Oh, hello. This looks
Don't
tasty.
Rush the Citadel, by the way.
I'll rush
the
it. It'll be
Citadel
fine.
is not a good plan.
I'm not sure anyone was able to rush it out in the first place fighting a Titan. Not sure it's going to work out well for them.
That's
Spam
what I
over.
mean. If you
Spam
try and
over.
rush the
Got it.
Citadel,
You're probably killing yourself.
you're probably
yeah.
losing all of your fleet.
Hi,
It's
Destiny's
very
Gamble, how are you?
expensive,
Yeah.
Thing. Because not only that, if somebody finds out you've done that, even if you do capture it, they'll probably roll in with their full strength fleet and just take it right back off you.
Yep, because it's easier, and you're gonna take losses.
Exactly.
Ultimately, if you can withstand the losses that you're going to take.
Well, that's why I say don't rush Citadel, but if you can get it later on, it's extremely valuable.
Well, if you've got an ally at your back that you trust, all the better.
Ah, yes. Trust.
What is this word trust?
That would be dreams.
Allies, because we have Reapers in the game. It's the only reason.
You think that's actually gonna happen?
Trust the Reaper.
It's weird for me because Echo did the Hanar lines, so I'm confusing his Discord voice with his announcer voice.
Oh yeah, and it'll be worth when you get Man of Wars in your fleet.
Oh, he's going Renegade, is he?
Do you
Have
have
I?
a picture of the Man of War? I actually do want
Oh,
to
no,
see
they
this.
have. Oh, you've already gone Renegade. Interesting.
Council has to pick very early on, or they're screwing themselves.
Yeah, you've gone Paragon Echo. Interesting. Good to know.
Obviously.
Obviously.
I'm running the Asari symbol. What
Oh,
do you
you're running the
think I'm
Asari
doing?
fleet. Yeah.
They do have
Fair
the
enough.
largest fleet cap in the game. Well, no, out of the.
What's the design of the Lincoln from?
It's a generic diplomatic shuttle that you see a couple of times in Mass Effect.
Wow.
Don't you see it in Mass Effect 1 a lot?
Well, I didn't see it for very long, but
Did you not say that minor factions were enabled?
they
It
are,
should be,
yeah.
They're enabled. I've got one.
I've got
Yeah,
one.
well, I sent in 2 diplomacies and they both been wiped out.
Have the,
Oh, they will kill them
try
until
to
you've
kill them.
taken
You have
it.
to get to the planet before they kill them.
You need to use diplomat community as you go in to make yourself invulnerable as you jump in.
Yeah, and you'll need to micro it.
Let's take a look and see what's going on over here.
Yeah, like that's always
Um,
like the biggest concept, microing shit.
Because the auto cast conditions on the abilities, and this is not something I can control, this is just basic Sims behavior, mean that when the envoy arrives, its first thought is, oh, I need to capture the neutral planet. And then until it's done that, it won't activate the next auto cast in its list, which is diplomatic immunity, which is auto cast when it takes damage. So, yeah, it's a bit stupid. Nothing I can do
Depending on
about
the
it.
ship type, like a single amount of damage is probably enough to kill something like the Lincoln.
Yeah, the Lincoln's pretty squishy.
It's a diplomatic shuttle, not a warship.
A diplomatic mission.
Beige.
I should really sneak a Bejor planet in somewhere. Fine.
It's based on one of the. You could always do it in like Barbarian Space if you're gonna do a map based on that.
I should do that.
I realized I unintentionally made a pun there, a joke there. I didn't mean to do that.
I'm disappointed that you're willing to include Bajorans in anything.
We can
Well,
enslave
you
them
see,
later.
Gull,
We can enslave them.
I have to.
You mean ask them politely to be indentured workers?
No, the
Exactly.
Batarians just like their slaves, so it doesn't matter. They're gonna be slaves.
Yeah.
Slaving is an inherent part of Batarian culture, and the council.
I have to make sure that you've got something to do in our games, Gull.
It's not slavery, it's human resource management.
Human resource management.
There it goes. I always find that my eye is drawn to the Republic shipyard. Possibly,
There
because,
are- they
possibly
are
because of the
sorry.
pretty
They know
lights
how
on
to
it.
build things.
The Azari shipyard?
Hmm. Like, unerringly, when I'm looking around Council Worlds, I always find that Republic shipyard. It just forces me to zoom in on it.
Us humans don't have the most interesting shipyards, do we?
Not really.
They're rings. In various quantities and positions.
It's very
You-
imaginative.
Yeah, you can thank Andromeda for that.
Warning. Pirate threat detected.
It's
Warning,
no more
pirate
imaginative
threat
than that whole
detected.
game was, to be fair. It's more imaginative than that whole game.
I am a slave to canon, so
Bounty on another faction has increased.
It was literally just the plot of Mass Effect 1 transferred to a different
Hey,
galaxy.
hey, hey! I'm not putting bounty on anyone. What is this bounty war being fought in my name? Stop it now.
oh,
No, why
shit.
it's being
What
put on
the
me.
hell?
That was
See,
I want to
does
get in on
this.
this. I'm going to because I don't want to die.
Oh my.
I've been playing community matches all wrong.
Have
What do you mean?
I thought the point was to die.
Pirates are selected.
Oh, God bless you. Bless,
You just got bounty on your follower.
bless your heart.
As far as I can tell, I've won every match.
Set, what the hell's going on?
Huh?
Well, technically, you're
You've
right.
been
you never won.
apparently bountied.
Now, please, no bounty wars.
Yeah, how am I getting targeted by the pirates, but I have 0 bounty?
That's why I said.
So your days of being a merc player are over.
Yeah, apparently.
No, he'll be fine. Renegade can ally with the pirates.
No camera, go over there. So in the mod, there are several different weapons types. Does one of you want to kind of like run me through the different types of weapons and what they do?
Oh,
That
you
would-
ha-
Do that.
That'd be
An
the echo.
question. Yeah.
who wants to do it first? Because I can't get lore, I can't get in-game.
I will do in-game.
Okay, yeah, I think for
so-
the purposes of in-game, it would be perfect, yeah.
So, it's quite easy to understand, like what has what kind of armor and weapon, because it literally is just in the name. So, our armor types are all done by weight class, and weapons are exactly what it says.
Mm-hmm.
So, your main weapon is the Spinal Accelerator, and that is a weapon that is running most of the length of the ship. That's the name.
Dreadnoughts
These-
have around 80% of their ship.
Yeah. These tend to be extremely long range weapons with about 20,000 range, give or take. That's Sin's units. Don't ask me what that means.
Ruse.
Well, the range is about the size of one gravity well of a small planetoid.
So the spinal accelerators, they is it to all intents and purposes a highly powered railgun, a bit like a Mac?
Yes.
Its mass has been decreased and it's magnetically accelerated.
They're
Yeah.
fired a lot faster and they hit a lot less in the force.
Compared to a Mac.
Okay,
But
so
enough
that's your
to
long
really-
range first strike weapon. When you close in, what do you then start using?
Then you've got the auxiliary forward accelerators, which tend to be out on the sides of the ship and anywhere between 40 and 60% of the length of the ship. They tend to fire a lot faster with smaller rounds. Most ships will have those. And then once you get into knife fight ranges, you have broadside accelerators, which, as the name suggests, are on the side of the ship. And these tend to be extremely rapid fire weapons.
But they'd be quite effective against something like, say, a fighter or a corvette, maybe?
Yeah, so in terms of the damage types, spinal accelerators do the most against dreadnoughts and cruisers, but it's hard for them to hit smaller ships in the lore. So I've given them quite a poor damage multiplier against frigates. Auxiliaries are pretty generalized, but they're not really dealing full damage against anything except. Whereas broadsides deal quite light damage to bigger ships, but they'll get massive bonuses to damage versus frigates.
I see.
Or do Guardian's lasers do regular damage to ships?
So, Guardian lasers are different. Laser weapons all ignore shields entirely. They
Okay,
tend
so
to
it's
be quite
straight damage
short
to hull.
range. Yeah,
Okay.
they tend to be quite short range. Their main purpose is anti-fighter, and they do good damage to frigates, but they fall off really quickly against bigger ships. Guardian lasers specifically only deal 30% damage to dreadnoughts.
I see.
and they tend to have quite low damage numbers on them because when you ignore shields and sins, you also ignore.
Well,
barrier
you're often
mitigation.
ignoring more than half of a ship's overall health pool, aren't you? In that regard.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
what
you-
research allows Cerberus to give resources?
Come in.
I know what the alliance one is. It's corporate diplomacy. Hold on. Let me just. Cerberus diplomacy.
Need to go. Give me a moment.
That's okay. You do think.
I think it's Olive Branch.
Would Olive Branch is manufacturing level, I do believe. It'd be elusive
Ah.
diplomacy.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't got details on that. Anyway, back to damage and weapons.
Hmm.
So yeah, lasers are quite a specialist weapon, but they are quite good at what they do. Then you've got javelin missiles and disruptor torpedoes, which both use the same damage type and function very similarly, but they do have some key differences. So missiles also ignore shields. Basically, they use a kind of mass effect field that massively increases their mass, and that allows them to pass through shields. But it also makes them very
see.
short ranged. Now, they also tend to be relatively low damage, but they all have a secondary effect on them. So disruptor torpedoes will drain the shields of the target that they're attacking. While javelin missiles tend to do more damage outright, and they'll also reduce the mitigation of the target for a short time. So they help for cracking hard targets. But also, missiles have a very large damage bonus against carriers. Basically, carriers don't typically have full armor plating in the same way that most ships do. They have open hangars that are only protected by kinetic barriers, and since missiles can pass through kinetic barriers, your missiles can fly directly into their hangar and explode amongst all of the highly explosive fighter things, causing massive internal damage.
What was the research? Cerberus is
Elusive diplomacy.
Olive Branch, I believe.
So missiles are your anti-carrier weapon, but they're also quite useful support for
also quite effective
weakening
against Reapers.
Okay, I'm just about to have a think about maybe borrowing one of you for a quick chat, if you're willing.
Sure, there's just
Go
one more
for it.
weapon
I
type.
think I want to borrow Crypt for a moment.
Okay.
So, if are you happy to pop
You-
down into the Stream room?
Don't to hear about the one last weapon type?
Oh yes, I'm sorry, I thought you'd finished. God, there's another one. We'll do it in a moment then. We'll do it in a moment. Tell me about it.
Just one weapon type, the Thanix weapon, and in the lore that is a molten metal stream of tungsten mostly that's accelerated to extreme speeds. It appears like a
Like
beam weapon.
10% the world.
Oh, this is the one that
Yeah.
the Normandy has.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
And this has the best damage multipliers of all, and it's usually the weapon that Reapers use. And it's
Is that
just
kind of a compound
extremely
damage
powerful.
multiplier? Is it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. That's for the sake of coding more than anything else. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it tends to use it's
Oh,
quite
man.
short range though. So spinals are still useful for long range, but Thanix is more damaging.
I see. So, I imagine they're not all that prevalent throughout the fleet.
No. The Reapers have a lot of access to Thanix, but for most factions, only their most elite ships will be fielding Thanix. Some of them,
Where the Reapers
they don't even have
literally
any.
invented the Thanix cannon.
Yeah,
and then
it's a reverse
Victorians
engineer.
stole it.
I see. From a visual standpoint, the Tomahawk appears to have something that looks a little bit like Thanix, but I'm not sure whether it is. I think maybe it's just firing so fast that it looks like a Thanix.
Probably the disruptor missiles.
Ah, that would be what it is. Okay.
Yeah, it fires quite a lot of them.
I was just watching one of
If you want to
those.
see a Thanix weapon firing, you might want to look at my Vanguard. That will show you what a Thanix weapon looks like in game. If you're interested, go.
Here we go.
It's
Oh,
the
there
one
it
that
goes.
destroys variety.
Oh, the one-shot kill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun times.
They
That's the
do
one.
seem to be very, very good.
Right. Now then, I'll borrow Mwahaha because I'd like to get his thoughts on something. If you don't mind. I don't know if I can drag you. I'm afraid I can't drag you. Oh, thank you. He's gone. So I'm watching your progress, and I note that you've already pushed up into beyond the Earth Mass Relay, the Karen Relay. So is that kind of a an attempt to try and stymie Follow the Wind, or are you going to be making friends with him?
I'd be more than willing to make friends, but they don't like allying with Reapers for some reason.
Well, who does? Except for, collectors, guess. It's a really good tactic. I've just been watching kind of what you've been doing, and you've pushed hard to go in that general direction, which I think is probably a really good tactic. Because if you can get hold of these planets, kind of like in the Earth system, you're going to be in a really nice position. Because there are some pretty tasty planets, particularly Mars. I think is quite tasty, isn't it, from an ESO point of view?
I think so. It's mostly just I don't want to get backdoored.
No, I get that. What's your fleet consisting of right now? Let's take a look. Primarily, infidels and zealots? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That is. Let me see what else I have access to. Nothing much else. Collector cruisers not until later.
Okay.
And the collector envoy, obviously, we don't need it right now.
No.
No. And the capital ships.
You might not need it at
until
all.
Later. Yeah.
A few people are just asking questions. I'll let you go back if you want now. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that.
That's fine.
Because it's looking quite good, and I'm gonna keep my eye on that.
See you.
See you in a bit. Right, so a couple of questions that we've got here. Tyre says, "Is it worth it to buy the game?" Or Tihes. Forgive me if I'm saying your name wrong. I'm almost certainly doing so. Is it worth it to buy the game? I think so, but then I'm a Sins modder myself, and I've adored the game for such an incredibly long time. There are a lot of good mods from a lot of different sci-fi universes, total conversion mods as they call them, for you to get your teeth into, and it does have a very, very good community. That's part of the reason I do these community matches, because the mods have got kind of their own communities built up around them, but they all intermix as well. You'll find that somebody who plays Dawn of the Reapers will also play something else, for example, Interregnum, and then they'll pop over and they'll play Ascendancy, or they will play Sins of the Prophets. These are all mods from different sci-fi universes, or combined universes in some cases. So yes, I would say it is worth it from my point of view. Might be worth you watching a good few Sins videos of how the game plays out, and see if an RTS of that nature would be appealing to you. Before you do, Termit says hello. Hi, Termit. And Timmy Boy also says hello. Hey, bud. Right. Let's see what else we've got going on in the galaxy. It looks like Set's kind of taking his time. He's not rushing himself. Just slowly taking the planets. He's in a good position to be able to do that. He doesn't really need to concern himself, because the closest enemy would be me. And Palavan is, of course, not doing anything. Because I have surrendered. Down here, we have Tuchanka with Toki. Now, I think Toki's moving too slowly. I think he's going to get quite stuck quite quickly if he doesn't really start ramping up his fleet production. Mind you, it's not too bad. Yeah, but perhaps I've been a little bit unfair here. He's got a good fleet balance. This thing always has lighting problems for me. The Undaunted. There is another one, there's a Cerberus version that doesn't have any lighting problems for me. I'm not sure why the Undaunted specifically. It looks like Zed fighting. Anyway, I think I've mentioned it before, and I think it's something that Set's probably working on. But for him, in order to get anywhere, he does have to go through the Serpent Nebula relay, so perhaps he would want to do that and then come through here to Birkenstein. Although the pirates are at Birkenstein, so it's going to be very difficult to break them. It looks like Jordan Peltier has expanded quite handily, quite nicely actually. He's done okay. He's more or less taken his own home system. So I suspect that he's probably going to get to the Serpent Relay first, and he's going to have more options as a result of that. Once again, fairly slow expansion from Castmaster, as far as I can see. Is that a problem for him? Maybe. If the quicker expanding factions like Jordan here pushes up to what mass relay is this? The Chilean mass relay, and starts taking planets here, that is going to lock. That is going to lock Castmaster out from a lot of the planets that he wants. Or wants to hold, at least. Over here, good expansion from Echo. We would expect that, though. He's got a couple of fleets, both looking acceptable, I think. Oh, this is a minor faction. What's this? Blue Suns as a minor faction? Nice. This is his fleet. So he's only got one fleet, which... yeah, okay. Acceptable fleet. Not remarkable. You like the Vardonas. Okay, Scott. Thank you so much, my man. How are you doing, Aurelius? Are you well? Okay. So, yeah, good expansion there. Quite good expansion from Various Number as well. I think he's looking quite nice. Apostate. I think we might borrow Jordan and see what his plans are. I think that might be an idea. Yeah, let's do that, shall we?
Windy, how are you doing?
Okay.
Yeah, I see you.
I am so tempted.
I've just had a tasty little look around the map, see what people are doing and where they're doing it.
And who they're doing it to.
And indeed, who they're doing it to. Well, if any fights kick off, I think you're still able to whisper me in game.
Yeah, should be able to.
So I would value if you give me an in-game whisper just in case I miss it. Yeah, a little bit like that, Various.
How in the fucking Sam hell am I still getting targeted by the pirates? I don't have a fucking bounty.
They pick at random.
They pick a second player at random because of the Outlaw Sectors DLC. I think.
Yep.
Get Counselor Irissa ASAP.
I always heard the pirates hit the person most deserving.
Aurelius says, how
Somebody
far into the
has-
game are we? I would say that we're still in early game at the moment.
Yeah.
We're going to hit mid-game fairly soon, but we're in early game at the moment.
Yep.
Now, I'm thinking for my next person to annoy in a chat, would Jordan be willing to join me in the chat? Excellent. Okay, I'll pop down into the stream room and ask you about your plans. You'll have to move yourself because unfortunately I can't move you. I'm ever so sorry. Oh god, please don't crash the game. Hey, so I've been having a look at your starting position. And you've expanded quite well within your little realm. But the very first place that you will be going to after you kind of exit your starting realm is the central relay, the Serpent Nebula Relay.
Yeah, and it's going to be a very tough place to protect.
Yes, it is. So, do you intend to try and hold it down, or are you thinking you might try and move your fleets to one of the other kind of systems?
Probably going to do what I usually do. The advantage of having fast income on for Cerberus is that we can produce ships a lot faster than the other players because our ships are we used to be able to. So I'm going to be able to get up 2 fleets fast. So I'm going to be able to hold the choke points of certain planets.
Right.
Then I'm to be that I'm colonizing instead of holding the center relay.
See, I think just having looked around the map, holding the Serpent Relay is good for you in regards of the player that owns Tuchanka. You can effectively block them off from further expansion, which is quite nice. And the same would apply to the player that holds Gelix. Is that their capital? Yeah, Gelix. Your expansion options...
Yes, my expansion options are going to the...
It's either going to the Selaean Nebula, really, or going to the Apian Crest Relay, which is Palavan and Decuna, respectively.
A very safe idea.
Yeah, so I think those are the two kind of most likely expansion options for you, because there are more planets down either of those routes. The
good thing about Cerberus is I don't need more planets. I just need good planets. We're very refinery focused, and the more refineries I have, the more resources I gain per tick, because we get a good portion of our refinery buffs early on in our tree. Like refinery buffs from level 1 to 3 are I get a 5% increase to EZO, which is crystal, 5% increase to palladium, which is metal, and a 50% research speed. Another 5% increase to EZO, to refinery ship cargo cap, and then the next one, I have 3 levels of it. I can increase to around 30% EZO extraction and around 25%.
Oh, that's quite nice. So you could almost turtle as long as you've got a solid base income. Oh, that could be an interesting tactic.
We also have some of the only fixed defenses in the game. We're one of the few factions that have access to their starbase, and we're one of the few factions that have access to proper fixed defenses.
Ooh, I've just got a question from Ty Herzog. And he says, since it's on sale, would you consider Sins of the Solar Empire Rebellion? I presume. I hope it's Rebellion. Ultimate Edition worth €17. Yeah, I absolutely would.
So would I.
Yeah,
it's probably one of the best games you can get on the market, and the modding potential is great. There's a lot of good mods.
I'd consider it the best space RTS out there. I mean, you've got to temper your expectations. It's not a 4X game. It's not all that complex as a game. So you know, if you're expecting something of the complexity of Stellaris, for example, then
it's not complex as Stellaris, but it's more nitty gritty than Stellaris. You actually control your fleets. And I just finished that next research for palladium.
Oh, lovely.
And 20% EZO.
I've just seen something quite interesting going on. So thank you very much for letting me know what you're thinking about doing and where the strengths of Cerberus lie. I'll let you go back to the main chat, and I'll join in there and see if anybody's raging at each other, because I suspect they might be.
Figuring out who you did. I just dropped a ton of resources on one of them.
Okay, fellas, so I've just been watching something interesting occurring, a little bit of a raid. Anybody been discussing that in the chat?
No, it's quite silent, actually.
Oh.
I came in silent and I was confused. You got me hyped up, Golf.
A brief stun silence comes to mind.
Ooh. Yeah, there's definitely been some cheek involved here.
Well, as they say, today is a good day to die.
Every day is a good day to die. If
you don't want to die.
That way inclined, at least. That sounded like an explosion. Oh, yep.
Alright, we need this.
Forgive me, that is my fake cigarette I'm trying to fill up. I have not voided my bowels.
I should hope not.
I know, it's such a horrible noise, isn't it?
Hope you didn't get any on you.
Well, no matter how bad the day gets, I just have to remind myself at least I didn't shit my pants today.
When you set the bar that low, every day is a good day, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you know, I like to think of it as like when you start out that low, there's nowhere to go but up.
Little bit of lag.
Everybody crashing the game.
Oh no, it's all good. Oh, a little bit more lag.
Stop.
That
It's
means-
it's various. He's probably just lagging a little bit.
Whoa, that's big time lag.
More than a little bit.
Somebody's gonna crash.
Fingers crossed. No crashes.
Disconnected.
Oh,
no, that's gonna make things really difficult for me.
That's a Reaper AI. Oh shit.
Yep.
Wait, why has
Yep.
it been DC'd?
Yeah, you just DC'd.
Yeah. May I recommend killing that rather quickly?
Oh
I was
yes,
going
that is
to
definitely
do
going to
that
be interesting.
anyway, but now I have to accelerate the timetable. Jesus.
I was literally just sending off a fleet to go sponge off a goddamn minor faction.
So the Reapers, formerly, sorry, Various, played by Various Number, who are
I was
occupying,
expecting a crash at some point.
who are occupying the Star Wars galaxy.
Yes, I renamed things to Star Wars Planet. Shut up.
Yes, and that's why I was gonna kill you. because
They
Jealous of me owning Bespin.
they have now turned into an AI, and what the AI effectively, as far as I can tell, based on fairly extensive testing, is they move up to one step above the hardest AI. Well, if a human player quits playing as them. So
If you surrender, it doesn't do anything, but if you quit,
so since he's admitted it himself, Echo is quite close to them.
Good luck, Echo.
I wasn't keeping my location secret. I'm at Lesus, which is
How about everyone takes the bounty off of me and puts it on Various?
That'll just feed
Because
him
I'm
levels.
not here anymore. I think you're just feeding the XP, aren't you?
Yeah, that would just feed levels now.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. It's pretty much a feeder. Yeah.
Yeah, literally, as I want to point out, as I crashed, I had already just set arrival in motion. So you got the
That's-
time it takes for the AI to finish arrival.
good and bad.
That's fucking terrible.
This is definitely going to be interesting.
oh my.
Good luck, lads. I'll be back at some point to see how it goes.
Okay.
In the relatively near future, I'd like to borrow a set if he's.
He has
if he-
so many frigates. I think I just lose. I can't actually beat what's his face.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna borrow you in a few minutes. I'm just watching a little fight occur first.
There's
And then-
nothing going on. Just nothing behind the curtain.
Once this fight calms down a little bit, if it calms down, I'll
Horus,
borrow
nom
you,
nom.
and we'll talk about what's going on with you, Set, and how you feel that you're doing in your game. And we'll talk about Prolific Studios in general a bit.
Neat.
I thank you for the XP, Wendy.
That's a lot of shoosting.
There's nothing I can really do about that ship.
You could rush extra dreadnought cap.
Oh my. Without wishing to seem crass, follow the wind. Uranus isn't looking too good.
Well,
Whee!
What on
the thing,
earth?
is, the thing is when he does that, it fucks up the ship. So
Ah, but it takes half your health away. So the second time, it dies.
What on earth just happened?
Killing the population of the planet.
It's a wee speed. It's
Oh, it's crazy.
ramming up, basically.
I just saw this bloody. There are no brakes on this Reaper. I mean,
Reapers have the
I don't
ability
know,
to
that'd
ram
be
on
terrifying.
ships. Yeah.
To me, that'd be freaking terrifying. Seeing this giant monstrosity,
Fucking pirate reds.
just like Ooga Booga.
Hey,
These pirate raids need to die.
Well, then, get on
Being
it.
busy. Keep doing it.
I spawned in the shittest part of the system.
Aurelius says, with Reaper AI, this is now a survival game.
It is. It is.
Basically, yeah.
Are the Reapers gonna ally to kill the rogue faction of the Reapers?
That would be interesting.
Yeah. As soon as I deal with Windy.
He's putting up a good fight.
Fast as you hope he would.
Well, like I lose because he has the Vanguard. I can't openly beat that thing.
What happened to your Vanguard?
I don't have
He's,
one.
he's playing Cerberus.
Oh, right. I keep forgetting. I keep thinking your Reapers as well.
Like somehow like even though I'm sure I control more worlds, like he's able to outproduce me, no matter what. With these fucking shitty ass frigates.
Is he spamming infidels at you?
Yeah, he's spamming infidels at me. Like, and I can't beat them back.
That's classic.
That's how
There's
he
a
is.
difference between infidels and laser frigates.
Oh, it's Zealot laser frigates.
A true victory
No,
is
I'm
no,
not
there's
using
infidels.
for
enemy
enemy
sees
frigates.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
Oh,
They're
right.
cruisers.
to oppose you in the
This is quite an interesting fight that we've got going
to
on here.
force them
To acknowledge your greatness. Oh my, Balkazi, thank you so much for the 5 euros donation. That's really lovely of you. Just arrived for the war effort. It looks like the war effort's going extremely badly over Uranus. Not Uranus. Uranus? Yes. How did the Americans pronounce it now? Uranus. Yeah, maybe we'll just call it that from now on. Because it means I'll laugh a little bit less. I'll still laugh. Yeah, things don't look good for Follow the Wind at all. I'll keep a weather eye on that. It was a good attack idea, at least, from Follow the Wind, but I don't think it's going to be enough with these shipyards here. I love these frigate yards, these kind of collector style frigate yards. Super cool.
All bounties have been depleted.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of difficulty there because they're just going to push out more ships as they lose them. I'd probably, were I Follow the Wind, I think I would probably retreat my ships right now. You can see he's sneaking some Elbrus cruisers past, and that could be very interesting. Maybe he's trying to circumnavigate this area and attack Mwahaha where it hurts. We'll keep a weather eye on that. Let's see if any fights have started anywhere else. Doesn't look like they have at this point. No. Just kind of standard expansion from the other players. The starts of a nice fleet here. Oh, here we go. Look, the Reapers have suddenly exploded into action and they're taking a lot of planets. Oh, Echo, you're in for a good time. Over here, Nearest Eros Gelix. It appears that Ark is still having quite a relaxed game, seemingly. He's not pushed too hard yet. So we'll see what comes of that. Let's take a look at his fleet. Oh, that's not his fleet. There's his fleet. I think he's going to be fine. It's like they're off somewhere. Ooh. Is the gameplay 2D or 3D? It's in three dimensions. So what you do is, say I go to a planet here. And I hold my, I use mouse wheel to zoom in and out, and I can zoom in or out from any direction. Oh, I suppose the gameplay's 2D, 2.5D maybe. I can see from any direction, and ships do, to a limited extent, go up or down, but they do operate on a fairly flat plane. So they operate in 2 dimensions, but you will see some of them go up and then come back down. You can't order them to move up or down, however, you just move them to a location on a flat 2D plane. I think 3D would probably be too confusing in a game of this nature. Having said that, it worked quite well in Homeworld, didn't it? So, it's proven that it can be done. Oh! Ark's forces are moving towards the central relay. I want to see what they do after that. So we're just going to hold in here in mute for a moment and see where Ark's ships choose to go. Looks like it's going to be either straight back or it's going to be towards various number. Maybe he's helping. See where they go. Looks like he's attacking various number. Ark is rising to the challenge. Oh, he's got a... what have we got here? We've got a couple of vanguards. Or one vanguard. But we also have this lovely collector cruiser. Really like the collector ships. Getting a bit confused by the relay there. It's in everybody's way. Damn relays. Shakes fist. And the pirates are once again doing their thing. And we'll have a last look over here and see if this fight has ended. Yes, it has. There's a Tempest there, hiding, just keeping an eye on what's going on here. But it looks like Mwahaha might go in and attack. No, it looks like he's holding his forces. So he's basically just taken a load of experience and not really lost much. Postate Transport is going in possibly for Pluto. It will go and take Pluto at some point, so... Yeah, Follow the Wind is probably in a very difficult position here. Right, let's see if we can borrow Set and have a chat to him.
Damn.
Oh my.
Okay.
No, that's not the AI. No, it doesn't look like it's the AI.
What's this?
That's definitely not the AI.
The only one I put bounty on so far is Yellow Boy. For obvious reasons.
I think the AI is matching my bounty every time it does because...
Probably.
That's how the AI works. You have to wait until it's like the last second and then drop the bounty.
Yeah.
Gold, did you want to drop down now?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. That would be lovely.
Sure, why not?
Okay, so you're in quite a peaceful position, really, aren't you, in game?
Yeah, everyone seems to like me.
Not just that; it's you've got a great deal of territory that you can expand into, and in both directions, really, because Palaven was the planet that I spawned on, so you've even got that as another fallback. So the only threats are going to come from via the Apian Crest Relay to you.
Yeah, and I know you can't see it, but I'm allied with more than half of the people in the game right now.
I can take a look at your relationship with people. It looks like you're good friends with Toki, Jordan, Echo, of course, unsurprisingly, and Cass.
Yes.
It looks like you've got above average relationships with several of the others as well. Trade relationships?
Yep.
Nice.
Everyone's giving me money, and I love it.
That's always nice. And that's quite nice for you as well as a council player. You are counciling, yes. It gives you a lot of opportunity to expand in a way that you like. Where's your fleet hiding at the moment? Let's see what you got. Here it is.
I don't have a big fleet right now because
Not yet.
A lot of these gas giants have pretty big garrisons, and it's taking a lot to get through it all.
I imagine your finances are looking pretty tasty there.
Yeah, I'm just trying not to kill myself with upkeep right this second.
Oh my. So one thing I really appreciate about Dawn of the Reapers is the effort that you've gone to, because a lot of the ships are of physically of the same design in the Mass Effect universe, or very similar designs. The effort that you've gone to in texturing the minor factions or defenders factions ships, kind of not always specifically for that purpose, but largely for that purpose. Kind of you've got Eclipse and you've got the Blood Pack, etc. Blue Suns.
Well, when Echo and I started talking about the garrison work we were doing when we first started rebuilding the mod, that's how we came up with Mercs. We had so many ships on the docket to fill in the garrisons that we were like, well, we could just very well make a faction out. Because there's like 5 or 6 Merc factions in Mass Effect, and I'd have to design ships for them all, and by that time the only thing I'd have to come up with is a couple of decent stations and a tech tree. That's where the Mercs came from. It's just kind of like an offhand idea to do something on a whim.
Well, I think it's worked very well, and I really like the Merc faction. I enjoy playing as them.
Yeah, it's an unusual play style. It's probably one of the harder factions to play in. Normally it is mine.
As a faction, I always like the mercs remind me of "You'll Be Singing When You're Winning." You know, if you're consistently winning battles, then you're having an amazing time. But if you have a major loss, then you think, "Oh God, shit, where's my income gone?"
Well, if you have the right techs and you're playing as mercs, even if you lose a battle, you come out of it with more money than you spent on the ships going in. You just have to plan your tech tree accordingly before you start engaging battles.
See, that's something I'm not quite as familiar with as I perhaps should be yet. Because I'm very much a journeyman for Dawn of the Reapers. I've played a little bit of everyone.
If you go hard into go Arya has like a 35% pickup on salvage of ships. So not only when your ships die, but the ships you're killing, you get 35% of their value.
That's really not bad at all. Now, part of the reason I brought you in here because in game at the moment you're not doing anything super interesting, so it's not the problem. Sorry, you're not fighting anybody quite yet. I imagine you will be later on, and that's going to be really interesting to see because I think you're going to be in such a solid position that you'll have an interesting time. But I wanted to talk to you more about kind of Prolific Studios in general. Now, for those of you who don't know, Prolific Studios are we'll call you guys the producers of Dawn of the Reapers. So it's the team that has come with Dawn of the Reapers. They're working on other things as well. Would we like to talk about those?
Yeah, I mean, we only have one other project. Echo contributes to a number of different projects, but I only have one other project.
It's that specifically. It's the
Shattered Accords.
Shattered Accords. Yeah.
Expanse mod for Sins of the Solar Empire,
which I'm super duper excited about. It looks really, really interesting, and I think in order to leverage Sins to do the right stuff, I think it's going to take some really interesting coding as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with for that. But the models that I've already seen, they're looking good, and it's nice to see the Expanse get some of the love it deserves.
Yeah, we're kind of waiting until there's more information on the next season of the show before we do anything publicly. But I mean, we've already announced it; people know about it.
Yeah.
Plus, some of the tougher mechanics we were worried about, which would have kind of cut us off at the heels in terms of mod development, we've already solved. We essentially are using. There's no real fighters in the game, so we've replaced fighters with missiles, which allows you to change your loadout while you're playing. And it allows the PDCs on the ship to actively target missiles. So
that's quite an interesting way of going about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's thank God they don't use fighters in the Expanse, and we probably screwed. But yeah, we got lucky on that part. A lot of the kind of turn and burn movements we've gotten down to, and in fact, Sin seems to handle it quite well.
I see.
The toughest part will be the particle effects for interplanetary jumps, I guess you should say.
That could be interesting. I think that'll be doable though, won't it? I don't think you'll have any major issues with that.
No. But it'll be interesting to see where we're going. We've only gotten a couple of ships in game as it stands right now, so. We've just been doing basic testing while we finish up Dawn of the Reapers.
Of course, yeah. And you're also you're kind of looking to expand your portfolio and get better at what you do as well, aren't you? So you can, well, who knows what the future might bring? It might not be just modding. And I think that's kind of the aim that you want to take, isn't it? Kind of become a full blown artist for productions that could. Potentially be released in their own right rather than being mods.
Yeah, we've talked about our own IP. We've kind of talked, brainstorming and stuff, but we've got nothing concrete at this point. We're just, for me, it's all about improving my skills, and that's really the whole reason I picked up the projects. Like, took a look at Dawn of the Reapers even years ago. It was a completed.
Of course, yeah. Now, part of improving your skills, kind of, you have to improve your technology with your skills, of course, don't you? Because if you have the same computer for 10, 15 years, then it's not going to be able to cope with what you want to do with it naturally. One thing that Seth has recently done, and he told me about, is he set up a Patreon for Prolific Studios specifically, so they can get the right technology together in order to effectively push their skills forward, or to use their skills to the maximum extent that they can. I'm going to share it here in the chat. If you guys want to take a look at that, I think a lot of the reason that you're doing that is so you can get a computer that is up to date enough to do what you need it to do from a kind of a modeling perspective, from an artistry perspective.
Yeah, because you know, the specs I have on my computer now were good a couple years back when all I was using was just 3ds Max and an older version of Photoshop. But as Photoshop continues to be developed, unfortunately, it consumes more and more RAM and more CPU and more of my graphics processor. So it gets harder to keep max Photoshop and game open so I can get stuff done quickly. And yeah, we started the Patreon as a way of just keeping our technology up to date. Fortunately, real life costs money, and I very rarely have money to spend on things such as computer parts. So when they do go bad, it becomes a necessity buy and not a upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I had a couple weeks ago, my power supply went out, and it took my brand new RX 580 with it. So I lost a graphics card and a power supply in an hour, and the only thing I could replace was the power supply, and I'm unfortunately trying to work out specifics with the graphics card. So life's kind of leaves you up a creek sometimes.
Does sometimes without a paddle.
Yep.
Ooh,
so
I'm seeing something interesting going on in game now. I probably shouldn't tell you what it is.
Yeah, we'll never charge for we'll never charge for any part of the mod or any project really, because we don't want to do that. But the thing is we just figured we'd offer people who are particularly good fans a chance to contribute and maybe get something back.
Yeah, well, it gives people the opportunity, if they really want to support your work, to just drop a couple of dollars, doesn't it? I think a lot of the thing about support of that nature is if a lot of, or if a decent number of people choose to give a very small amount, you know, just $1, then it can make a massive difference to what you're capable of doing.
Yeah.
And that's always the thing that kind of like crowdfunding is good for. Crowdfunding sometimes frustrates me, but I think this is the right kind of usage for it. I've never been one for promised rewards as a result of crowdfunding. I think it should be just strictly voluntary. And I think you're going about it the right way. I've had a look through it. It was nicely written, and you've got some beautiful pictures on there that you should definitely take a look at. I think you'll enjoy looking at those, folks. Right, I'm going to let you go back because I want to have a little watch of this battle that's just kicking off. All right, thanks so much for joining me. I'll probably come back to you later on when you come into contact with some more players. Okay, let's mute myself, go back into the main chat. Right, so it looks like Ark has now come into contact with Jordan. Now, I was saying very, very early in the game that Jordan needed to expand quickly in order to get to this particular star system over here, the Boltzmann star system. Unfortunately, he's been too slow. Ark has taken Feynman, and I think one more planet over here. It's Wheeler. And now this is going to cause a little bit of a fight to kick off from the looks of things. And with that Reaper coming back, which I presume it is, yes it is. I think there's an Iconoclast as well, which is the Geth Dreadnought. Yeah, retreat your fleets, Jordan. You're not going to win this. There's absolutely no way you're winning this, Jordan. Wow, tier 8 though. Are they running? They really should be. are not going to do a sufficient amount of damage. Wow, this is going to be a very heavy ship production world, Feynman. Yeah, there they go. They've seen the danger. Oh, there goes the Reaper. Happy, happy, fun time run mode. Oh, there goes the carrier. Absolutely mullered, as they say. Let's see if the Adriatic can escape. I hope it can. I'd imagine being on that Adriatic with all these ships exploding around you. Oh my. Oh! I think the Adriatic's going to escape, unless there is an ability that can stop it moving. There it goes, it's gone. Oh. But rather unfortunately, the pirates are now coming through. But that's just going to be a bit of a sink for Echo. No, not Echo, excuse me, for Ark to further upgrade his ships. Oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Wow, look at that collector beam. Beautiful. Let's have another one. A couple of Warlord Dreadnoughts. I think this Warlord might go down. If everything turns around and attacks it. That is a lot of ships that Ark already has. Let's see how things are going over here. It looks like the AI is not really doing all that much. Echo has started putting together a fairly significant fleet. What do we have over here? We've got the Undaunted. A couple of Undaunteds. 3 Undaunteds. Okay, he's got a plan with those. Over here we have got some Nefranes. Nefranes are very, very good. Very good. Okay. Quite a highly balanced fleet. Sibian class Dreadnought. Okay, he's gone very heavily Asari here. We also have what looks like a Rave Alive ship. Rave, 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 rave. He's got like specific contingents. Oh, I love it. Let's take a look. Alcevant. Some Alares. They're really good at short range, I think. They've got really good broadsides. This is a significant fleet, and I think when it attacks the AI, it might do quite well. But at the same time, it might be okay. Might well be okay. Let's see if anybody else has come into further conflict. Amazingly, it appears to me that Follow the Wind has pushed back Mwahaha. In fact, he's finishing off this world as we speak. I love these ships. Absolutely beautiful. That's impressive stuff, the fact that he's managed to push him back. It's probably cost him a lot of time and resources. Let's see what remains. Mwahaha appears to have recognised now. Good lord, that's a lot of damage. No, it's not as bad as I thought it was. Could be a lot worse. He's recognised the need in order to get as many planets as possible because his income just isn't sufficient. So I think he's been out-incomed. To all intents and purposes. Over here, let's see what's going on with Toki. Toki is still very much not really expanding hard. Jordan is trying to hold the Serpent relay. Whether he's going to be able to is questionable. Some scout ships going over here, which could cause some problems to Mwahaha, but we will see. Ooh, there are a lot of cap ships. A lot of Geth cap ships. And quietly and efficiently, Kais is just taking this entire segment. He's got what appears to be a fairly significant fleet now. Two Everest classes. Einstein, Neutron. Okay, he's gone very heavily cap ship focused with a bunch of Genevas in order to support. This could be a really good fleet. Could be. I don't think there's any guarantees at this point, but he's been slowly levelling them up within his own territory. Almost invulnerable to any issues at the moment. That might well change in the near future. Oh no, there goes Toki. Let's see what happened.
Expansion route for me. Yay!
What happened to Toki?
He disconnected again. Couple of DCs.
Again?
Well, no, he just another disconnect is what I meant.
Damn. I was just having a look at what was going on with Toki.
It looks like it's skiing as bad as Star Wars Empire at War, isn't it?
Well, what? No. Don't say that. You got me panicking.
Worse.
I think it comes with excessive changes in the speed of people's connection. Like if somebody else, if you've got relatively slow internet to start with, and then somebody jolts the connection by starting up Netflix or something, that's when people tend to time out of the game.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So people with really fast internet, they very rarely get kicked from games. Presumably because it has less of an overall effect when other people start doing stuff.
Just leg out.
Alright, I need these to do stuff. And then we just wait.
So, let's I'm thinking about having Follow the Wind next if he wouldn't mind having a chat with me.
Oh yeah, sure.
Assuming he's not too busy dying.
Oh no. I'm not dying anymore, cause.
Or would you like me in that conversation, seeing as we're?
Cause Crit pulled off because Ark's fucking with him. And
I'm not fucking with anyone. Stop accusing me of things I'm not doing. I'm not doing anything.
Right, so let's get you down in the stream, shall we?
But yeah, I can move down really quick.
Yeah,
it's
that'd
gonna
be
lag for a
great.
second. I just tap.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I had a massive power failure here.
Oh, damn.
Ah, well, that explains that.
It does. Okay, so I thought you'd beaten him back.
Oh, the Elbrus. The Elbrus is a good ship. Probably a little too good, but you know. Well, because once I had enough of them, I was able to you could just go toe to toe because the Cerberus Elbrus is like the best one. But I'm also have Jordan with.
Jordan's he's had a bit of an interesting time because he's got Ark up his arse. So.
Yeah. I thought it was him. He was attacking Art. Was the conclusion I came to.
It's well, I don't think he was specifically trying to attack anybody. Actually, he was just exploring his next available expansion options, but Ark could beat him to it. So now I think he's struggling to try and find somewhere else to go.
Yeah, I'm just glad I don't have that damn Sovereign class Reaper in my fucking system.
Well, you got it down to about half health from the looks of it. Yeah, it was down at half health. So you were.
Yeah, I dropped it
you were
really
chipping
low,
away.
and then he just pulled it out. No, if I would have kept hitting it, I would have killed it. The Elbrus cruisers, the mainline battleship cruiser for the Cerberus faction. So you just build as many of them as you can.
They are quite good. But yeah, I thought you were done for a while.
So did I. I was getting a little bit of help from my ally.
Okay.
He was funneling me some credits.
Let's take a look and see who your ally is. Oh, from a Diplo perspective, it would appear to probably be Echo.
No, I'm working with Jordan.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because we're both playing Cerberus, and we're the only people with the proper ships, like in the mainstay, to deal with them fielding Reapers.
Mm.
Which
That
is like the whole
Could
thing.
be interesting. I mean, if you go with anti-Reaper, you're probably in for a horrific time. Ooh, more fights are occurring elsewhere. But yeah, I'm glad to see that you're still going, at least.
Well, yeah, I'm not dead, which is pretty solid. That's why multiplayer games are fun, because there's always a chance you won't die, because somebody else is fucking with them.
Well, I think you've bred a little bit of concern in Crypt, from what I can see, because he's now he was utterly unconcerned about continuing the colonization streak and trying to get a decent economy together. In the early stages when he was messing with you. And it appears now that he's solidifying his grasp on the planets in his direct control zone, which probably means that he's desperate for more income.
Yeah, which is usually what you want to do. If you ever have time, or if you have excess income, you should always try to solidify.
So
normally I would
don't
play
know if
more
that means
aggro.
you've put the willies up him, but it might
Well,
do.
like, he has the tech because he has to fight other people as well. Because if he's just fighting one person, and I have enough of an advantage at the moment in that one battle because my ships are just better than his.
Well, Cerberus do have very good ships.
Yeah, well, I have an issue with the spammability of the Reaper cruiser, but it's really bad, so that's what like offsets it. Like, its armor's low, its hull's low.
Are you talking about those Geth ships, the Zealots?
Yeah, where you had so many of them. No, not that. The Infidels.
Ah,
the cruiser.
right.
The cruiser line is relatively cheap. It's has a low supply cost, but they're not very good. So you can just throw a lot of them at somebody and hope you win. But the synergy ability is not as good as that as the Orthodox.
I see.
The Orthodox Geth is actually broken right now, which you may have been part of this discussion. Where they have up to a max of 10. If you have 10 of them, you get 50% damage mitigation across the board for all of your Geth ships, which makes them basically unkillable.
Yeah, that could be a problem. I think that happened to us in SDA3 a very long time ago now, admittedly.
I did it to Art as well. He was kind of upset for obvious reasons.
But I'm just trying to remember what we specifically did. I think there were too many overlaying ships, which provided a shield mitigation bonus.
Yeah.
For the Romulans. So if you got exactly the right ship fleet setup, then you could have something like 110%.
Well, that means you take no
mitigation on
damage.
shields, which
Shield mitigation.
and they took no damage at all. And they were people who'd worked this out. They were just rolling over everybody in multiplayer. So
Because you can't lose. Well, like
yeah.
100% shield mitigation's busted means you take 0 damage.
the only way that people could beat them was via abilities, and of course, nobody's got that enough ships or indeed enough antimatter to do that. So that was a pretty severe mistake on our part, and I think it happens to all modders. There's always one thing that you've missed.
Yeah, it happens. It's just...
Well, we got there eventually, and I think the Romulans are balanced now. But and I'm pretty sure that's going to happen to DOTR as well.
Yeah. Well, like, it should. It should not be like any issue whatsoever. And as it goes through like different iterations, the goal is we try to, well, because like a lot of the early game stuff is balanced and isn't like super broken, but some of the late game stuff is like ludicrously powerful. It has to be adjusted.
It's going to get more complex as well, I think, the balance, because like as you're putting the heroes in, they're going to have some very interesting abilities. I presume they are anyway. So I think that's going to make the balance even more complex to try and deal with, because you naturally you kind of there's a penchant, if you will, to try and give your heroes really cool special abilities, right?
Yeah.
But in doing so, sometimes you not upset necessarily, but you augment the existing balance a little bit too much.
Well, the interesting thing, which is supposed to be really good, I don't know anything about it, hasn't mentioned to any of us so far, is when we start implementing diplomacy into the game, and then we have like the packs and stuff. I think it's going to be really good.
I think packs can be really good. They can be very enjoyable.
But that's where the balance is going to be like really interesting for like big multiplayer games.
Yeah. I mean, one thing that irks me somewhat about packs is you can't do a faction restriction when it comes to packs, and I'd love to be able to see that in game. I think that would be really enjoyable. You could only have this pact with this particular nation. So you could have a particular pact tree that was built only for council. If you are allied with a council race, or only with, say, Cerberus, from your race, and I'd love to be able to see that, but unfortunately, Sin's coding just doesn't really allow for that at the moment.
It's a dated game that needs to be updated.
It won't be.
Of course not.
It won't be, sadly. I mean, like, Sins 2 When has been our catcall for the last 5 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like, what they could always do is they could overhaul it and then re-release the game, and people would probably like release the game for like $15, just or $10, $20.
I think in order to do so, they'd need to make such a lot of deep engine changes that it would almost be worth just creating a new game using one of their other in-house engines, because Stardock specifically, rather than Ironclad, but they've got, is it called Star Engine? I think it's called Star Engine. No, it's not Star Engine. That's something else. That's Star Citizen, isn't it? But they do have an engine which is very, very good, which could be used for a Sins type game.
I did not know that.
If they chose to do that, so they probably developed Sins 2 on a different engine. The Iron engine is creaking at the seams, and it's an old 32-bit engine. So they'd have to redesign it from the ground up as a 64-bit one in order to be able to eat more out of it. I mean, that's why I don't see much more happening in Sin's development now, because I think it's really getting to the edge of what can be done. You're not going to get more visual fidelity.
Yeah, I don't speak with the people. I haven't really spoken with the people at Stardock aside from Schism.
It's like Sins wise, it's more Ironclad than Stardock.
That's fair.
For the Sins IP, Blair tends to be quite open. Like if you can get him into a chat, which is rare. As you can imagine, he's a fairly busy bloke, but when you do get him to talk, he's quite open about like what he would like to do in an ideal world, but it's very rarely an ideal world, is it? And I think economically it's probably quite a complex place for Stardock and indeed Ironclad. Because they've got their fingers in a lot of pies at the moment. They've just released a couple of new games that I think it's yet to be seen how well they'll perform. In addition to the fact that they recently had a bit of a legal argument over Star Control.
Oh
So-
yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to comment on that specifically because it's I don't know as much about it as the people who are involved. Of course, I don't. So there's no point in me saying who did good, who did bad, because I simply don't know.
Yeah, and when things happen in court, it's always just like, oh, what does the court think happened? It's not always like if anybody actually did anything wrong, it's who can prove it.
Yeah, that's it. My opinion is unimportant as to that entire debacle. But I imagine that it has impacted to a greater or lesser extent temporarily Stardock's revenue stream. So they're probably being quite careful with how, where, and when they spend their money.
Yeah, which is good. Which is always a very good like tactical financial decision whenever you're working with a big game company. Because like there's a company called Majesco that had like 3 like AAA games that they made that all flopped back to back, and then they just pulled out from making games in general and just only make like mobile games.
Shame.
Yeah, because sometimes like if you have to like drop your money into something, you need it to work. Because if you have too many flops, then it's like really bad. That company's the same one that made like Psychonauts. I don't know if you ever played that game. It didn't sell very well when it came out.
Yeah, I do know the game. I don't think I've played it, but I do know it.
Yeah, it didn't sell very well when it came out, and then like years later, people like it because they think it's amusing. But unfortunately, it was too late for that company. They just stopped making games for like consoles or even PC or anything like that.
Right, I'll let you go. I'm quite interested to see where you go from here.
Yeah, we gotta see if we have to kill one of the Reaper players is the goal. So gotta figure that out first.
I think killing various numbers AI might be a good
no,
priority.
the AI is stupid. So like, its AI is coded like shit. So we don't have to worry about that. It's just gonna field ships, and at some point we can probably beat it. We need to kill one of the human players.
It looks like you might not struggle, to be honest with you. It looks like Echo's got it in hand. Right, I'm gonna let you go back. I will join the main room. Thank you so much for chatting to me.
No problem, brother. I just got your message and I messaged you back. Or I'll message you in game.
Okay, fellas. Okay, so it's looking quite interesting on the map at the moment. I just want to apologise, actually, very, very quickly. It appears that my Restream chat window wasn't working correctly. So I just want to say hello to a couple of people. Don't mind. I see that Starman92 says hey all. He said that quite some time ago. I'm ever so sorry that I didn't reply. The message didn't come up. So hello. I think for games the upload is the important thing, possibly so. Toki is just telling us that there was a power loss. Tyre says I'm off for tonight. See you soon. Thank you so much, Tyres. Winter Wolf. Oh hey Winter. He says, alas, strategy games are always a tad bit more niche, while Sins is loved. It's definitely niche. Sins 2 would be wonderful to have, but a pipe dream, possibly, it seems. Yeah, you might well be right about that, Winterwolf. As I say, companies need to be careful with their money. They need to work out where they can profit properly. And I don't think there's any guarantees when it comes to strategy games. There are certain other game types that are more of a guarantee. Elusive Man, what's going down? Side note, could you zoom in on where I was? Curious. Yeah, of course I could, Toki. Just get back in game. Many ships exploding. Yeah, they often do. Toki, where were you? Over here. It looks like your AI is just messing about now. Nobody's attacked you. Although it does look like you've got a bunch, interestingly, of ships at the Serpent Nebula. Jesus. Ark must be stopped. He's got a big ass fleet. Big fleet. Interesting going on over here. Sadly not. Now, I noticed that Echo is probably, hopefully, beating the AI over here. Various numbers former AI, so that could be very, very interesting. It does seem to have a good amount of ships, but I think Echo... Ooh, the Raver's running. I know it's Raya, by the way. Before anybody takes the piss. There you are. other than that, Castmaster is still just minding his own business, expanding. It seems Jordan Peltier has decided that it's my planet's time to die. Thanks, Jordan. That would imply to me that Set has perhaps been too complacent. Ooh, I just want to look at these. I really, really like the Solarian designs. This is one of the Solarian ship designs, and I think this is another one. Yeah, I really like these Solarian ship designs. They seem very organic and very alien, and I absolutely adore that. I think it's nice to see something a little bit different, especially when you're used to looking at Earth Alliance ships, which are typically quite boxy, really. With the Normandy being an important exception to that. Set's not having a great game. Cirrus class Dreadnought here. This boy is beautiful. Let's take a look at him.
Warning. Enemy Titan detected.
Hi girl, I'm late, sorry for this. Ah, it's no problem at all, Darth. No problem at all, don't you worry. Hi girl, when you're talking to the chat, etc., could you possibly leave the game zoomed in on Fleet or something? The zoomed app, yeah, you're probably right there, sorry. It's because I was tabbed out. Sometimes I have to tab that to get things done. This is such a cool ship. Lovely. Interesting to see what he's going to do with these guys. You've got these Centurions. Yeah, Centurions are beautiful. Okay, looks like Ark is attacking back outwards. We're probably going to see if we can borrow Echo in a bit.
Our forces are under attack.
I think Toki's AI is going to regret this immensely. Yep, there they go.
Warning. Enemy Titan construction has been initiated.
Ooh, enemy Titan construction has been initiated. Now that is interesting. That's going to be fun to see. I wonder who's making their Titan. Oh my, oh my. So let's see if we can get Echo in the chat, shall we? And I will zoom in on a fleet or a battle or a something somewhere.
Warning. Enemy Titan detected.
These guys moving? Just seeing if anybody's having a fight anywhere that I could zoom in on. Doesn't look like there is. Let's keep an eye on this fleet because it's bound to want to do something. Oh my! Any chance I can borrow Echo for a few?
Sure.
Oh, lovely. I'll see you down there. Okay. So what are your thoughts on this mess that's going on intergalactically at the moment?
I can't actually see very much of most of the rest of people.
It seems that you're in something of a protracted war with the various number AI.
Yeah, I'm building up a force to take out without too many losses, hopefully. Although, never know against Reapers. But I brought the Destiny Ascension in, so...
it was you that... Oh, I heard that somebody had put a Titan up. Let's see if I can go and find it. There it is.
I don't think it's the only Titan on the field, because when they
I think there's two
mentioned that
now.
before I ordered my Titan. But yeah, I do have the DA out.
Nice. Absolutely beautiful.
I am quite optimistic though, because it looks like I'll be able to take most of the Thesia, so the Athena Nebula.
It seems to me that one thing that the AI does quite badly is it doesn't plan for where its fleet should be in 5 minutes.
No, it doesn't.
And
Sins.
that's sins in general. It's not specific to the mod. So as long as you're quick enough and strong enough to take advantage of that, maybe drop a load of troops on a planet and then bugger off before any reinforcements can really coalesce, you'll be okay.
Yeah. I mean, you are talking to a council player, Paragon council player. Paragon is very, very slow with their fleet, but hopefully I'll still be able to outpace the AI.
I mean, they're not shy on ships. I mean, that's one thing I can tell you, and I'm sure you know yourself because you can see.
Yeah, my culture lets me see stuff, so no, they certainly have a reasonable fleet out there. But I figure once I can take out this AI, and I'm planning on beginning that assault short, be able to slowly expand through the Athena Nebula, and with 2 full clusters to myself, it's going to be very hard to stop me. I'm already #1 on credits.
That doesn't surprise me overly.
I'm not too. doing
You
too
were
well on
gifted a
Evo.
fairly pleasant start.
Yeah, Lessus is pretty decent.
I mean, as I say, I think possibly the most shafted player was Ark from the start standpoint.
Which system did he get?
He got Galax.
Right. Yeah.
But
Galax, Lessus, and Benning are all of the sort of extra starts that I added in because I needed to make this into a 10 player. Crap, there's a lot of frigates. Why would he pick that many frigates? They're all frigates. Bloody hell.
So when it comes to Dawn of the Reaper's development, what's kind of the next stage, or 8.2 and onwards? What's the plan?
So the immediate plan is, like I was saying before, I think we're going to do an 8.5 soon. We might call it 8.2. I don't know. Naming scheme is whatever we feel like at the time, to be honest. And the content will be updated infantry system and the stealth rework. So right now, stealth is in, but it's very preliminary. In fact, some of the abilities that stealth runs off of right now are some of the very first abilities I made.
Oh, interesting. Having a cloaking / stealth system in Sins is quite difficult.
It is, yes.
You can do it through lots of redundant buffs.
Ours is not really revolutionary in terms of code. But
it doesn't need to be as long as it works.
Indeed. But yeah, I do hope to make it fairly balanced.
Well, I do look forward to seeing kind of like the completed infantry system. I think you've made a lot of good early inroads.
Yeah, so what's happening next is not so much... Well, it will be complete because of how I'm doing it, but it's as much a rework as it is a completion. Because there are a few elements of the current system that just don't play out how I want to play out, and also I got a little bit over enthusiastic certain elements, buffs that just don't really actually do anything meaningful.
Okay.
And also, partly I want to change the way raiding happens in the early game.
Okay.
Based on my tests, which I do with Brutoni. And the other test is when I can actually get a hold of it.
I mean, I wondered about kind of like, because I was thinking about the way the infantry system works. I was wondering recently about having an almost side-by-side system for certain kind of factions or sub-factions that could be an insurgency system, which kind of works the same way as an infantry system in the regards that it places something on the planet. Specifically, it would be a culture malus.
Yeah. Some of them.
So you could kind of like tow that in with stealth ships. Like it's like putting a covert squad to foment rebellion.
Yeah,
I think something
sort of
like that
what
could be fun.
Special ops units already do to an extent.
That's cool.
But they also need another look. One of the main things that I'm doing for it, which allows me to balance things in a much nicer way over, is that I've introduced a combat width system. Anyone who's played any Hearts of Iron Paradox games are sort of talking about, but those that haven't, basically it's a maximum number of units that you can have on it fighting at the same time. Code-wise, I'm using the mine system for that.
I see.
And I've already got it working, which is why I'm happy to talk about it.
So you're just defining them all as space mines,
yeah,
like the things that are being dropped in orbit. That stands to reason, and then you can just tailor it to the planet type.
And and more importantly, it shows up on the planet stat card when you mouse over the planet.
Oh, that's
how
nice.
many you can have, and it's on a per player basis, which also means bringing allies in to help you invade can be good. But what this means is I can sort out some issues where various infantry units were just never being valuable, basically. Especially for the factions like Council and Mercs, who have a ton of variety of units. It's gonna make balancing out.
Sausage.
Yes.
Balancing is always a sausage.
Yeah.
Surprised that you haven't decided to take the Vernio system, which is kind of whole scale.
Oh, it's a system.
It's the cluster that comes directly off Tevura, which you're already in control of.
Right.
Goes to Polisso, that cluster.
Yeah. I don't really have the fleets for it right now. Like I say, Council Paragon is very slow to move their fleets around. And
so you need that fleet where it is and as it stands to be a blocker.
yeah, this fleet's about to actually clean out these Reapers properly. And I do want to build up my Quarians a bit again, and they'll probably be my expansion for a little bit. Or I might get an Alliance fleet up because they're nice and fast. But
yes, folks, the
there's
game
enough-
is chugging. Sorry, I had to enter the chat.
Yeah, it is a bit, fortunately.
Usually that would be
It's
as a
10-player
result of a
map.
really big battle. It's typically it's whoever's got the slowest internet that's hitching you up.
Yeah. But this is also a very big map.
How many gravity wells?
I think it's a bit over 200. I can't remember exactly.
Elusive Man, the lag isn't on my end, it's on the game's end. There's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah.
You can see, like, if I move my mouse around, you'll see that my mouse movement is totally smooth. So it's the game's ticks that are causing problems, rather than me. Usually I'm the one causing problems, but not this time.
Yeah. Also, various balance things. Next patch, like Council's got.
I think there's some more abilities to go in, aren't there, as well?
Oh, there's always more abilities. But yeah, the Council has a lot of things in it where you pay a cost for a bonus, but it's a bit too harsh, especially in the upgrades area. So all of the Council Admiral techs they've had their penalties removed, and they've also streamlined some things in the civilian tree, like getting research buffs really late in the tree is just not very useful, no matter how big I make. So I swapped out some of that.
Okay. Seems quite interesting. I mean, we will hopefully see what happens. Hopefully.
Yeah, we're planning on a new release soon, but
soon TM.
It's been a while. And there has actually been a lot of stuff that I've done, despite my constant attempts to make myself feel crap by saying I haven't done anything meaningful.
I know you were having a whinge earlier. We said there was going to be a community match, and you were like, "Oh, the release version's so hard." So it's clear that you've done a fair amount.
I tend to do that like a week after the release version has gone out, though.
You do all the experimental stuff afterwards.
Yeah, because what happens is we tend to spend a good little while making sure everything's stable right before a release, and then immediately after that,
maybe I should start doing.
up-
Maybe I should, take a leaf out of that book, because I mean, that's never been the way I release things.
Yeah, everything that's I've thought of that could be crazy and wacky and wonderful in the interim immediately gets worked on as soon as it's finished.
That's interesting.
Interesting.
Seeing interesting things elsewhere in the galaxy.
About to kick me out and grab some other people.
I'm probably just going to listen to you guys for a bit, actually. I think I've spoken to everybody who needs to be spoken to for the moment. I think.
Okay.
But yeah, feel free to go back and concentrate on destroying the Reaper threat.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. Thank you very much for chatting.
Always.
Okay, fellas.
I go.
Back, brother.
How are we all looking?
Better than I was 20 minutes ago.
I'm seeing alliances forming and friends being made, enemies being solidified. It's all happening. Massive amounts of lag also.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
game.
Dr. Trump.
Culture's being pushed.
We're just in late game mode, and it's all laggy.
It's Jordan that's slowing things down. Perhaps we should kill him and speed things up.
Wouldn't
That's who?
help.
Jordan.
It would help, yes.
Are you spamming fighters?
I'm Cerberus.
No, I just think he's gotten.
Cerberus can spam fighters. No
He's
doubt.
playing.
Actually,
He is playing Destroy, so he could spam fight.
fighters are actually less of an impact. I think on
I think it's mostly because my PC is kind of crap when it comes to RAM.
right. Yeah,
Our
that'll do.
colony is under siege.
How much RAM do you have?
Gigabytes.
How many?
Not close, yeah. It doesn't help I have to use a separate PC for Discord, so...
Oh my.
Oh dear. Yeah, it really is rough, isn't it?
Fucking Toka's reinforced all of
I
his
hate
fucking
saying
council
this,
planets.
but for all of our sanity, we probably do want to kill him in the next 45 minutes.
The game's probably going to be over in the next 45 minutes. It's like 12 o'clock UK time.
11.
11.
We're okay. We're okay.
Gold doesn't need his sleep.
Just get up from a nap.
Absolutely not saying that anybody's got one, but the Aeolus is a really cool design.
Oh, now we know why he's saying the game's gonna be over soon.
I'm sure they didn't spec the fleet ability.
I mean, you say that.
Oh, you know what, Jordan? If you're about to lose the game, just spec it and crash the game.
I will literally ban anyone who does that from all future community games.
I don't even have
Every
it.
single one, I will
You're good,
literally.
you're good. I don't even have it.
I think he already built it, and I think he already activated the ability.
No, I didn't.
Don't worry. I have a Centurion on a planet that I'm ready to scuttle and then colonize to crash the game as well.
Oh god. Why?
Ooh.
Because Echo, these are all
Oh
sore
yeah.
losers.
Gull, you're asking about next release scope. Fixing that is another important part.
I think number one is make escape less annoying.
This game's
That's the
supposed to be
point of
annoying.
this game.
Cheese faction.
It absolutely enrages me.
Good. Good.
Feel the
They
fury.
through you.
Fall to the dark side, young Padawan.
Oh, I can't even type messages. That's how slow my game is going.
There's definitely some chuggling.
Yeah, there is.
Chug.
It's rough. Man.
Zooming out helps, so...
Stay zoomed out.
how bad do you think it's gonna be when I micro?
You micro, we physically come and beat you up.
I won't, I'm very lazy.
I'm turning off thing except I'm just gonna go to shadow quality low.
Just for the
Detail.
hell of it, turn anti-aliasing off. If it's not already.
Excuse
Put a planet detail low. No, medium.
Right, can everybody start fighting now? Come on now. We've been going for 2 hours and 7 minutes, and there's quarter of a tub of Raspberry Ripple with my name on it, and I want to enjoy in peace.
You can try and enjoy it right now. The rate
Well-
we're going, you might as well.
Oh, no.
Everyone is at peace, so go for it.
No.
Not
I'm
finishing
murdering
the whole
AIs.
This is my reward for watching the game.
I think we're gonna lose someone.
Yeah, I just tried to change my ship details.
I think
Oh,
you
boy.
might disconnect.
I'm good. I'm good.
And everyone will be happy.
And now, super speed.
Oh yeah, there is that problem, isn't there? Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah.
Think about the time we've been lagging. Oh
Well,
Christ.
I've accomplished my.
Oh no,
objective.
hello. I've got response.
Yeah, it's back in.
I changed everything. It should be fine now. I've dropped a lot to low.
Ah, good. This colony is dead. Quick, colonize it.
Assume I shouldn't be trying to produce more ships.
Now I have Reaper weapons.
I've accomplished my goal.
I haven't.
I've got Thesia. Everything is fine now.
Oh, you've renamed it, have you?
Yeah. Seized Thesia
The
and
man didn't tell me
restored
he
the
was going.
correct name.
Call it
I'll
Cardassia
hack the
Prime.
words off
Oh,
too.
there's a Quunu. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Dude, I love that
Oh,
ship. Ship's
I
great.
set built a Quunu.
No, Toad put a
Unfortunately-
Quunu.
Oh, okay, interesting. Unfortunately, Titan abilities are not in, but we'll see. I might try and.
I mean, it
It's-
still hits pretty hard, so it's not that
I've
bad.
got so many
It
so
does.
many cruisers. It's pointless. Like it's literally irrelevant.
It wouldn't be if it has its abilities.
Yeah, just buy all of them. Yeah.
No. You don't buy all of them. You just become invulnerable and use your credits as health bar.
Yeah, I don't think this AI is happy with me taking his planets.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah, and that will lower the lag.
I don't think killing the AI would make much of a difference to the lag.
It's a slow, arduous process.
Having only 2 functioning AIs probably not going to hurt it that much performance-wise.
All your planets that you would have started with are still not cleared, sadly.
I know.
Tried my best, it didn't work. I cleared them of all their resources and all the stuff that was there.
Yeah, you seized my planet for all of 2 minutes. I was very upset.
Where did you actually start, Go?
All of them,
Palavan.
just above you.
Wow, that's an interesting place to have vacant.
Okay, I see why Jordan was lagging.
Like my fleet?
Yours and Yellow's, but you see, I'm suicidal at the moment.
So how many Reapers does Crypt have?
Yes.
Oh, I have none. But I do have a few Geth, and they're gonna go to various worlds.
Oh, I have none. Reaper jumps in.
Well, that's a freebie. He doesn't count.
He'll have the Vanguard, yeah.
Yeah, that Vanguard don't count.
Okay, turn those ships around quickly.
See ya!
Fighters are moving. You might want to pull your... Oh god, we're gonna have to trap on here. Interesting. What are your defenses?
Set's having the most relaxed game in history.
Set should probably,
It's just chilling.
producing a fleet.
I wonder if he's overtaken me in monies yet. Not quite. Set, what kind of a Volus are you?
One that's more concerned with defense.
I can respect that.
Fair enough. I mean, the Turians did kind of just, you know, not show up.
Yeah. Thanks, go.
Heading to your planets.
Hmm?
You might want to turn around.
Don't worry about it.
The AI is asking me for minerals.
Say no.
It's
Don't
the
worry
Reaper
about it.
AI.
Hey, oh, I see Crypt's Vanguard. Interesting, heading towards Central Relay. Hey, Echo, I make 60 credits as a Reaper. Are you proud of me?
That's impressive. You don't want to know how many I make.
into
Making
the
more than me.
700 region.
260 per second.
Don't worry. It's fine. I only make 60 palladium a second.
Oh, only.
Come on, guys. I'm making 17 a second.
What?
Wow.
Oh, I should probably break down and just actually get some alliance units.
I'm quite amused by the fact that Cast has been ignored throughout the entire match, practically.
Oh?
Yeah, no one's really touched him.
He's just been doing his thing, quietly. I wonder what his income's like.
Could use the income if you don't want the Reapers to win the game.
Well, oh no, let's go.
What happened? Is that bad?
Kind of.
Is that lag again?
Ooh,
Yeah.
is coming at me.
Jordan's going again.
Did you zoom in again, Jordan?
Have to. I'm microing.
The series spam. Damn it.
Is there like a massive battle going on in the middle that I'm not aware of?
No.
They're just attacking me at the moment.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the
Got a
Sarah.
Vanguard coming at me. It's level 7.
Is somebody spamming Ceres?
That'd be follow probably.
That would be
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Have
I don't have that.
Urboruses.
I don't have that many. I have 4.
Mostly have Urboruses and lots and lots of carriers.
Only 4? Yeah, we know how OP they are in this build. That's plenty.
Yeah.
Well,
4
let's
is
put it-
more than enough.
Well, let's put it this way: the fleet supporting him is 17 Urborus cruisers, 6 Acadia, 4 3. Yeah, I just have a lot.
There's please.
Only has 4. I see another 2.
What are you asking for?
Let's just be friends, all of us.
Economy's
let's-
tanked
let's
now that
not-
I've actually spec'd into
Let,
resources.
let's not fight. Let's just all destroy the AIs in a lie and win the game as friends.
Yeah. Sounds like a
Cannot win
plan.
the game that way, sadly.
Oh, that's bad.
Allied victory is on. Yes, we can.
I mean, to kill us. So
And this is why we reduce the barrier mitigation of these stupid ships.
Yes.
90% barrier mitigation. Echo, it doesn't seem that tanky. Oh, it has 90% barrier mitigation. That is too tanky.
Well, I'm dealing with Ceres, so I have every right to defend myself.
Oh my, here's the massive frigate spam. Freaking AI is not very imaginative. And if it was various number, then I have to have a word with him about fleet composition.
Nah, it'd be the AI at this point. It's been gone too long. Definitely.
It's been left alone for too long.
Well, we all know the AI are like unruly children when you leave them alone.
At least I killed one Ceres.
with 31 laser cruisers, 4 laser frigates, and 3 ironclad dreadnoughts.
You want more dreadnoughts? Okay.
I've taken a fucking. I've taken a ship somewhere.
I agreed with that a long time ago, like before he even started attacking me.
Where have I taken this dreadnought?
Now that he attacked me, I can full-heartedly agree with that. By the way, his fleet is gone away from his homeworld.
Say that even though I have a secondary one. You like? I currently have a Reaper deciding he wanted to get. I'm raping a Reaper.
It shows minor factions capital ships as yours. Gay.
Where it goes.
Just wondering where.
We winning over here? Let's have a look. Who's sieging my colony?
I apologize.
Bye-bye, series.
Lag. I'm zooming out as much as I can, guys. I apologize. I had to micro for a moment.
I think you're going to be next on most people's kill lists.
I'm
Just
sorry,
let you
Crit
know.
threw a Reaper at me. I had to do something about it.
Well, I got his planet vision long enough to know where all his planets are.
Guys.
Go on.
It just makes it lag more because I have to zoom in.
No. You see, the common courtesy is if you're lagging the game and you're only watching, it's to leave the game.
I'm not only watching, I'm killing you.
I'm going to hazard a guess that killing is probably an overestimation of that situation.
Not really. He doesn't have a big fleet compared to what I have. I was able to bring his ships down to,
I got Ceres I want to kill first. Then I'll be over at you. That Ceres is more of a freaking threat than the rest of people's fleets. It's a bit annoying.
He'll just
It
keep
is.
killing your fleet
not
while
kidding.
I...
Yeah, the series in this boot is fucking bad. So
You mean
was
perfectly
pleased with it.
balanced, right?
no, overpowered.
As all things should be.
Did somebody let Max touch the balancing?
Golf, you might want to take a look at Pluto.
Shots fired.
Taking a look at it, it's a good slideshow.
Yeah.
After all,
The fleet behind there is coming to help.
Oh, you guys are teaming up then.
As we've been teaming up since the beginning of the
said
game.
this. Yellow and green have been teamed up for a
We were
while.
talking about it at the beginning of the game. We knew that you guys were going to go Reapers, so we were like, oh, Cerberus faction
Hey,
teams.
he shares my human-centric view. Come on, dude.
Yes, justify your cowardice in law. Please, please continue.
Those are fighting words.
Yeah, stop being such a pussy and let me kill you.
Warning. Enemy Titan detected.
The Ceres is.
I'm not convinced that you've got enough ships, Ark. You should get some more.
No, I'm not convinced that I've got enough ships either. But you know, building them is a slow process.
Kind of not controlling my fighters. I'm just kind of.
I could have a lot of ships that were just spammed Geth, but that would be lackluster.
That's what he did. That's why we're kind of in the middle of an engagement.
You sort of have no choice at the beginning of the game.
Beginning of the game.
I'm lagging, and it's somebody's fault, and somebody is going to pay for it.
I don't see him paying. I don't see you attacking him. So
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
It's good. It's good to when you attack somebody to be completely ready to do it.
We're killing Bruno. That should leave us in the leg.
Bruno? Her?
No, I'm the wrong person. Jesus Christ. I'm used to just fighting.
You're used to Brutoni being the enemy.
Yes.
That's a bit of a Freudian slip, don't you think?
To make it less true.
Please. If people could not kill my ships passing through the central relay, I would much appreciate that.
It's not me.
Right.
Just, you know,
let's jump a fleet into the central relay.
You know, they're on the way to kill the AI, so I'd appreciate if you just sort of left them to their duties, you know?
Attack.
They're doing us all a favour, you just leave them to it.
Yeah, they're doing you more of a favour by capturing that territory that you're taking off the AI.
Ark, if
well,
it makes,
you know,
if
specifics.
If it makes you feel any better, I can't attack you.
Yeah, no, you're ceasefire, yeah. But you can break the ceasefire at any time, so it's not really a commitment.
Why would I want to? That's just poking a beehive, and I don't feel like doing that.
Oh gee, I'm a beehive now. Thanks.
Fair, I have 50 fighter wings and
Have you seen the collector strings?
I've only got 10 cruisers. That's not that many.
Harbinger's least favorite.
I mean, can you blame him?
He needs something to play with. We're stuck.
He's capital rushing right now, so please, can we wait to kill me until after this?
Oh, that's right. Speaking of capitals, I need to make this here.
Am I gonna Reaper Culture Montauk's capital? This should be funny.
Oh dear, that's a destroyer.
Somebody's already there.
Albert.
I love that one.
But what about that there sweet rolls?
Yeah.
You're next.
Italians have a certain pragmatism to them that nobody else can really manage.
Except for that one dude in the frigate.
Oh my god, yeah, the frigate captain is just... Oh, you just want to give him a hug, man. Poor guy.
Echo.
You pinged an unknown location. This troubles me.
I'm back.
You can't see my planet.
Just pinged Irun. I mean, you would be able to see his planets, Ark, if you know, made nice with them. And
why would I do that and give him all the intel? Like, free intel is a terrible idea.
Always good to see one of them on the field set. Always.
Yep.
Is that a Destiny Ascension?
No, that's what I put on the field.
Oh, Christ.
Nice to know you're not stream sniping, at least.
Why would you? What is it with everyone assuming that I'm some like dirty like little?
No, I didn't think that you would be stream sniping.
I am.
Well, you can't not stream snipe, so...
Christ.
For anyone who's particularly interested, not seen new UI. Once we're done with this game, so if you guys want to check out what the new UI looks like, you can check it out after we're done with this game.
Finally.
This game is starting to be painful.
Yeah, we need to kill Jordan.
Please, no. I get you guys don't want to lag, but I'm trying to actually do fleet maneuvers right now. It's not my fault I have to zoom in to do that.
Yes, but it's not our fault.
It's your fault you've got a shit PC, alright?
It is literally your fault.
Yeah.
No, it isn't. I'm quite young and I have no money. That's kind of...
That's still your fault.
Actually, it's the Canadian government's fault because I can't actually...
How old are you?
Enough where I'm technically can't get a job at most establishments.
How old are you?
B minus 15.
What?
What?
B minus 15. Do the math.
You're lagging a bit. I couldn't hear what you're saying. You're 12. You're 12 years old.
Oh.
Very impressive voice depth for a 12-year-old.
I was going to say, Jesus, did your bollocks drop when you were 6?
Yeah, I had some serious questions like why you hadn't sent the Edward yet.
Ooh, there's a fleet.
So you're what? 16, 17?
17. Oh,
94.
Going to be 16. That's
Oh, you're 15 years old. Holy
late
Christ
birthday.
balls. That's impressive. You with the way your voice sounds right now, by the time you're 25, you're gonna have jaws like a basset hound.
I like Seth's fleet composition. It's like very diverse. I cover it and there's like 30 different types of ships in there.
I've not seen it yet.
Diversity.
Yeah.
He believes that all the
it's
council
no longer overheating.
My fleet composition is not particularly diverse.
Neither is mine.
Is yours all Asari? Let me guess. Knew it.
No, there's some Turian in there.
It's what I normally do when I play the council, so...
There's some Turian in there, it's all good.
Kind of have to have Turian as the council.
I've got some Turians to bulk up the numbers. Also got a Quarian fleet kicking around, and I've just built an Alliance fleet, so technically I am actually...
The only race I like in Mass Effect are the little jellyfish geezers.
The Hannah.
Yep.
It's just a big, stupid
Do you have any Man
jellyfish.
of Wars out yet?
I think I have one or two of them in my fleet, yeah.
Oh, yep, there's one. Go have a look at Set's fleet, Gull, and you can see the jellyfish.
The big
ships.
stupid jellyfish.
Yeah.
That's all they are.
Wait, you've got
Just a
jellyfish
big,
ships?
Stupid jellyfish.
I got one of.
Where?
Oh, look at that! I got one of.
He did call it the Man of War, which I did suggest for a while, so that I'm happy with. But it's not actually a jellyfish, which that disappoints me.
Oh, I got one of Crip's Dreadnoughts.
Oh no!
It's gonna be a Geth Dreadnought, it's not a Reaper, is it? So it's not that
The
good.
capture.
Reaper, his Reaper's currently running amok in my space.
Although, you know the Ceres can...
At least it's not on Bebo.
Sovereigns.
I know it can permacap
Right now.
sovereigns. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm aware of this.
So what he's doing instead is he's gonna build cruisers. You can't capture them all. I mean, you could try.
Is that Solarian ship behind the Man of War trying to impregnate it or something?
What?
Oh no, there you go. It's peeled off. It's peeled off. We're okay.
It's pulled out of that situation.
Wind, my game is so laggy I actively can't move my fleet.
Then it's time to die.
It's taking a while.
There you go. Where's the pew pew? There's not a great deal of pew pew occurring at the moment,
There
unfortunately.
we go. I got my ship back.
I
It's wonderful.
am about
Please.
to fight some Reapers.
I think there's about to be some
I'm
pew
not
pew
a
over
Reaper.
here.
Why'd you provoke my peace treaty?
First things first, though. Must kill shipyards.
My fleet is also expensively.
Hey, Devin. How you doing? Ooh, Kyrook
There.
got dragged into an Ultimate Apocalypse match. That would be...
Thank you for taking your ship back, because that shit was like soaking up fleet supply that I didn't want.
Kyrook, if you're still watching, how
I
is
wondered why
Ultimate
the game was
Apocalypse
so
in
laggy.
multiplayer? Does it work nicely?
Guys, for some reason, my Titan auto leveled up and took support fleet and then cast it.
Well, there goes the game.
No, my game's still running.
Game
the game
has
is
crashed
running.
for me yet.
No, it's
Running. Guys, the cooldown is almost done. That's how long ago it did it.
Yes, that's the problem.
Right, do you want to make sure it doesn't do that?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just turned it off
disabled
auto
it.
cast. We're good now.
Why is your Titan on auto level anyway?
The problem
You know
is
what?
when the cooldown
Lag.
finishes or when he jumps away before it finishes.
My Titan in one spot for now.
Should I do a save?
Yeah, probably
it
do a
won't
save right
matter
now.
because it'll crash anyways.
I'm stopping the fleet.
Yeah.
The fleet's just kind of stopped now.
Where would
Not
Jordan
quite
like it?
sure we want to try and rehost if it does
Yeah.
crash.
Because
Yeah.
then it'll just happen over again and over again if it crashes.
It's also getting quite late, so.
All
there's
right,
that.
can we all just backstab Jordan real quick and then
Please no.
Yes, please.
The game will.
yeah, let's do
I mean,
it.
Jordan, just surrender now and enjoy watching the game.
Yeah.
That will.
Or
land
actually,
more-
you can quit out of the game and then watch your video go stream. But you know, save
Yeah, go
everything.
watch Go stream.
Don't cough! My streams are magnificent!
Everything we do now is going to sound horrible.
Bastards.
I have a Reaper to kill, so give me a minute.
Alright, there's a few series in Thermi, so have fun.
There's a Themis.
Yes.
Fuck's
produced-
sake.
He produced the Semis. I produced the super carrier.
Christ.
What's up, David?
Yeah.
We're a little bit
Yeah,
laggy
you
at the
know,
moment,
I
my man,
provide
I'm
fire
afraid.
Cover. He provides fire support.
You're actually incentive. You're making them want to kill you more.
I currently have like 100
Yeah,
something. fire
they'll,
wings.
I am slugging it out with a Reaper right now. If you want.
Ooh,
So
yeah,
now
okay.
with an AI. It's-
Yeah, I've been watching Ark. Let's come take a look.
Yavin Prime.
I see it.
I'm about to slug one out with one too if it stays put.
Can everyone kill?
And guard.
How does the AI build another Kunu? What the fuck?
The AI actually builds the Titans. I've never seen that. Never seen them actually build them.
Fucking dickhead.
It's kind of impressive actually, because the AI, the council AI, doesn't really have many cheats right now.
Fucking kill
the
that shit.
cooldown finished and the game didn't
The
crash.
rest of his fleet is fucking utter shit. But
Well, that's good. Disable it, and then we're good.
building
Good to go.
carriers
I
against
did.
the Geth
I
fleet.
did. It's
Lol.
not doing it again. We're good.
It's always a fun time when people build carrier fleets against the Geth.
Damn it, Toki!
Carry your fleets against the Reapers, not Geth.
No, but there's Geth in Reaper fleets.
But they got. But you have to understand. My fighters destroyed his fleet somehow without major losses. Cast. I'm not gonna. Jordan,
I'm
coming for you.
It's me lagging.
That
The game is
fucking-
getting.
The AI has built Ranadrims. Christ.
The hell is the Ranadrill?
Solarian stealth
Solarian
cruiser.
Cruiser.
Oh, that one. The one with the Thanix on it.
Yeah, fucking Xanax.
Those are pretty good.
It's fine, I've got like 70 cruisers in the system.
Set's diverse fleet is also really nice.
I should probably group that
Oh,
together.
Set's got a fleet now. Cool.
Well, Set, did you just go down the line and just produce one of each ship, and then just produce the one you wanted most after that?
No. I went for a solid fleet diversity. Renegade's pretty good for that. And we still haven't included a few ships for Renegade that we plan on in, so first.
You know, Council and Renegade are both missing one or two bits and pieces.
Alright, I'm actually interested in seeing what's causing the lag. So I'm gonna go surrender here.
Alright, that's cool.
Yeah, surrender's fine, but kind of need Jordan to surrender, but yeah. So,
No, I'm just interested in what's seeing this.
but I mean, Jordan's the one causing the lag, so obviously Jordan's the source.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know how this requires vision. Press escape. Lagging.
no, what his fleet composition is that's causing the lag.
I mean, it says Echo has 140 ping for me, and we have
I always
Jordan
have
who's-
high ping though, because I'm
and
in
we
New
have
Zealand.
Jordan who's lagging. His CPU, dude, your CPU is like on fire.
It's
Holy-
crying to itself.
Oh, it's the Jordan stop lagging, and then we have 2 people who disconnected.
So how's your fight going?
I do apologize.
This
for the lag.
stupid
Yeah,
council
no,
AI
I didn't
refuses
mean
to
do this.
die.
Dude, the council AI is so bad. Like usually when it plays the game, but it's like because he already has established some planets, so now it's smart enough
I
to.
actually know what it's doing. That's how I test. Like learn tech trees. I just kind of throw council AI on.
Although I am making a ludicrous amount of
Yeah.
resources because I've just had 10 collector cruisers go down to his homeworld, so that should be fun.
Can I ask that you differentiate the different pinks, please?
No.
I'm murdering him. It's fine.
No, I can't tell
Um,
your ships apart.
Mine are the
Skull, you
Geth
might want to look at
ones.
Pluto.
I got that, but I mean, when I'm partially zoomed in,
Pluto.
it's just
Hekia
blob.
1. You'll see it. It's got a Reaper on it. It's over 3,000 barriers.
Which one has a Reaper on it?
The one next to my homeworld.
So what is the Alliance player? I have not seen them for a good minute.
He's dead. He
Is he?
crashed.
Oh, did he?
He didn't crash. I don't
No, he
think-
didn't. Cost is still
No.
here. Maybe
He hasn't talked. I don't think he's in the Winch channel.
maybe he fell asleep again.
No, I think he's still here.
He fell asleep last time. Like he started the game and then he like fell asleep 30 minutes in. I think it was
That's what I
him.
call perfection as 41 squadron of fighters rip into a Reaper.
That sounds beautiful.
It's
Oh,
happening. It's almost dead too.
That explains why we're lagging.
Over 100.
The guy with the crappy computer is making a lot of fighters.
I'm sure it's either that or build mega ships that are open.
he actually doesn't have that many carriers. He has like 4 carriers before the super carrier. So I mean, it's not
But I
even
also
that
have-
many.
I have capital carriers too.
Come on, stop lagging. I want to see if this Vanguard dies.
Mine's not gonna die. I don't
I think Set's on the warpath for Jordan. I'm seeing a fleet heading to the center.
Why are you fucking ruining it?
I knew he was. I knew he was. I have a starbase.
You know what he's like? Set, you've literally been sat there saying Jordan will die for the past 20 minutes.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna kill him. That just means he's gonna die.
I think I do too.
Someone has crashed. Absolutely no doubt about it.
It's gotta be Jordan.
So the way I play my games normally is that I look at the person whose name is at the top of my fucking screen and I kill that person. But this time it was Set and he's all the way on the other side of the map.
I think Jordan died.
I crashed. I think I crashed you all with me.
No, I mean it would be instant. This is the
No, the problem is he hasn't closed out the window yet.
Oh, it was a mini dump, so something else happened there.
Did you really
activate your?
No, I did not activate my Titan. I have it off auto cast and everything.
But it already cast and it jumped.
Yeah, just disconnect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that cast, I it cast an
Right,
unknown amount of time
incoming for the
beforehand.
next 200 minutes of super speed. Apparently, Goal's lagging now.
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Oh my god, I've never seen Korean ships move so fast.
this is about to get so brutal so quickly. Oh my god.
You realize I have one of the biggest fleets in the game, and I just handed it over to the AI?
That's fine. There's enough people with bigger fleets.
No, there isn't. I'm second in fleet.
Yeah, and your fleet is also split up, so.
Yeah, and my economy just went off the fucking chains after all that.
You gotta
lagging.
realize, I'm not even close to being done my
We've
fleet.
been lagging. We're gonna go through like the next 2 hours in super speed.
I'm cool with that.
I haven't even cleared out. I haven't even cleared out my fleet cap yet, so I still have like 6 fleet.
I have peace treaty with with fucking Jordan, so I can't really, you know, attack him in the first place.
Or my fleet will wreck his because it's just bigger.
I have 4 Ceres and the Themis, so I think I could just target fire your dreads down and blow the rest of them up.
Did the did that Reaper die go? Because I'm looking at the stream now.
Yes, I believe it did.
Which Reaper? The one I was fighting?
The Vanguard.
No. He sent a Vanguard at me, and I was like, okay. Why is it raiding my ship? It's going to die now.
Why are my ships so fast? Oh.
Speed.
Super speed mode, man.
No,
We've been lagging for the past half hour at least, so...
No, not I have the Ceres's
Break it.
ultimate,
Mate,
the Ceres's
I hate
speed
to break
ability
it to you.
auto-cast. So it's just
Alright.
Yeah, that'll do it as
You
well.
offered
Going
me
really
a ceasefire, and I accept it, so... Where you at?
My gift trade now. Get wrecked.
Which my fleet is right behind you. It's literally a jump from you, so enjoy that.
I do like the design of the Man of War.
Fuller's coming in. Christ.
Can someone explain the pros and cons of Asari cruisers versus Turian Alliance Cerberus?
that's all.
Are a lot more expensive,
Ships are extremely tough.
and they're a lot more expensive.
Yeah. They're not the most ideal for DPS, and really I should probably not build as many of them as I am building. But
Asari theme fleet. Asari theme fleet.
yeah. I love my Asari fleets.
Me and Echo share that.
That's going to be
Turian ships tend to be long range.
That's up at 8.
Whereas Alliance ships tend to be fast.
Well, because I'm allied with both, I can actually watch Set fight.
I also have a
AI.
Starbase there, so I'm watching this.
Dude, Set's Kuun who's putting in work.
Set got Kuun.
But I've been saving up resources for the AI just...
Oh, these Thanixes are mental!
Somebody... Hold on, is Set's fleet got lots of Thanix?
Well, yeah, he has he has some of the Solarian dread, and then he got the Kuunu.
And then I have some Ranadrills too, just to fill in the ranks.
Oh man.
Yeah, I keep getting
Problem is-
messages from the AI telling me his planet's being attacked, so...
My fleet's on its way now, so it's gonna jump in behind him, and that's like 60 fighter wings.
Yeah, I can see that.
The game, the Titan.
Okay, Starman, you have a good one. Thank you so much for watching.
AI might auto-cast that ability.
Starman's leaving just as everyone's about to start murdering each other. Oh god.
Well, I think it won't actually cause an issue if the AI casts it, to be fair.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Dun dun dun.
Or you can let me kill it really, really quickly. Oh no, air's incoming to central relay. Air's incoming to central relay.
That's probably my fleet.
As it, Jordan's.
Oh, well, I'm allied with Jordan, so like I won't attack his ships. Or
Enjoy that, it's quite big.
Set's in that relay as well though. So
I'm also
the
allied
problem
with
is
Set.
Set's fleet is currently I'm looking at the
So-
battle. I have more. I'm lasting with more ships than he is, I believe. I'm going from Gaul's perspective, so it is kind of hard.
Oh, wait a minute. That doesn't seem right. Oh, yeah. Your faction needs higher relations. Oh, okay, I lost that with Set. That's why I lost view of the battle. Oh.
Yeah. You still have with me, don't you?
No. The AI dropped down too. But I have everything else. It's just I cannot
I
do
see
it.
my fleet jumping.
Or, because we are big brain, I have the Tempest. And I'm gonna move the Tempest.
Said, I have a feeling yellow there is just gonna betray you.
Oh no, I'm gonna watch. If anything, I'll help him against the AI. But I have a peace treaty with the AI, so. Which I should help him with the air right now.
That battle going go?
Okay.
Almost killed the Titan, it seems.
Not allowed to talk about it.
Alright.
I can see the battle.
We're gonna
Yes, but we don't want to go to the game.
go to war.
A true
I'm gonna
victory is to make your enemies see they were wrong
That's fucking
to
hilarious.
oppose you in the first
I now have Blasto.
to force
Hey, that means he was
I'm here, just got off time to enjoy the fighting. Oh, good, Starman. Thank you so much for the $10 donation. That's lovely of you.
Yeah, I was gonna win it, Set.
Hey, Set, where's your fleet gone?
Kind of.
Oh.
He says so sadly. Disappointed it is.
See what happens when you let a Cerberus player build up?
The good news is the Queen has survived, so that's all I really care about.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I broke the I broke the ceasefire, and then so like I have to wait a few, and then I'll just like try to clear out what's in this area.
You gotta realize I have a good amount of resources left, even though I have no major shipyards.
Well, I do not have bombers, which is probably what I should do now. Just
You might want to get bombers because I have 50 squadrons. 20,
After
25 split.
fighting with your fleet, I'm going all Thanex.
Hey, how did that how's your Titan set? Because I saw it jump away with a blank amount of health.
Pretty hit, but that's what repair yards are for, right?
Oh, don't worry. It appears the AI has decided in its infinite wisdom to off itself.
Oh.
now I can actually like. Now I can actually attack the AI.
Jordan's AI has decided that the Citadel is the place to go with like 4 ships.
Oh no.
4 of its best ships.
To be completely honest, I think that.
Oh yeah, I just got one of his dreads. Let's go, boy. I got 2 of his dreads. That's so broken.
Remember, most of my fleet is comprised of cruisers.
Yeah, I took one of your carriers, and then I took.
A lot of cruisers.
Man, destroyers are so good.
That destroyed them.
Maybe I should do a balance pass on the Reapers for the next build as well, since we keep.
Yeah, brewed in and.
It's got a Vulcan starbase. That's not that
I
bad.
can't see that being a problem, to be honest with you.
I like the Themis. It's got what I can only describe as a very angry phaser coming out of its top. Presumably it's some kind of Thanix. I like Thanixes. I'm going to make a Thanix-based fleet next time I play.
That sounds fun.
Who's best for Thanix? Probably Renegade at the moment for Thanix spam.
Or just play the Reapers.
I think this game's gonna be going for at least another 2 more, 3 more hours.
I still have the first Dreadnought I built when this game started. It's a level 10 Turian Dreadnought.
I don't know that my Dreadnought is actually level 10 yet. But let me find out. My fleet's just arrived. It's level. Yeah, my Vanguard is of late.
So the mixed news is, it's plausible that Jordan's fleet might beat the Citadel forces, in spite of the fact that it just seems to have gone there in a fit of pique.
They do because I crashed in both Discord and.
Did you say Discord was on another computer?
Yeah, it crashed too, so it was internet.
Oh man.
That's just shit luck.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
And the issue I have with the Ceres is that I can't build more shit.
How did my fleet do against yours?
There are slots are.
Cerberus control problems.
Because I just keep
more
grabbing
reasons to play the Reapers.
It's gonna be worse when the Reapers are actually finished, though. But yeah,
Oh yeah, definitely.
How did my fleet do against yours?
The Reapers need lots of ships because otherwise everyone's just gonna gang on them and they won't be able to survive. Like, there needs to be reward to the pain that you draw to yourself by playing Reapers. You know?
Yeah, the reward is if you hit a certain point, you win the game. Good and bad. One, I can keep the Jordan's AI fleet from fucking leaving.
That is probably bigger than yours.
Well, I have really powerful forward Thanix. So
But
I
you
can.
gotta remember, my fleet mostly comprised around fighters because I was expecting to be the fighter support. So fighters are just
Yeah.
kind of coming out of the wings.
Well, one tapping the cruisers is okay for the Themis. Themis one taps the one taps cruisers at some point in every iteration.
I hope
Fair.
you guys are ready because I now have 4 Ranadrills, all of which deploy uplifted Yogg.
How does that work exactly? What does that even do?
So can I get a look at the man
They're
of war?
another Balladeer infantry.
Echo, do you want to explain the concept behind negative infantry?
Balladeer
So-
infantry is a
Follower, I'm
colloquialism.
clearing
They're
the
not
citadel
fully
for you.
implemented yet, but the final product is going to be something along the lines of, so you drop Yarg on the planet, right, and they're super effective special forces, right? But when they die, there's a chance that they'll spawn in again as neutral versions of themselves ad nauseum.
Yeah, the AI determined that attacking the Citadel was the best option.
And it worked. If you
apparently
can kill
because
these 2 ships.
I've killed a lot of ships apparently.
I haven't seen it.
No, never
It's in
mind.
the citadel.
He's gonna
in the
die.
Ascension's running, so I must have done some pretty good damage to that one.
Warning. Enemy Titan
Your
construction
Titan's
has
dead.
been
I'm sorry.
I can't see it.
I should probably not have these on auto level anymore because all of them are level 5.
I even have a picture of the Man of War, the Hanon Man of War.
I'm sure Gull could zoom in for you.
I don't think he's at his PC currently.
I'm here.
You're just kind of watching the Destiny Ascension.
Oh, it is a very pretty ship.
I did clear out most of the Citadel, so if someone wants that.
Oh wow,
we can go
Follow's finally scouting me. Jesus Christ. First
Do you
yellow
ever-
ship I've seen in a while.
Yeah, I haven't even interacted with Ark like at all. I do see Ark with fucking like 10 Reaper culture stations at once, but why do you have so many?
Because I needed to culture bomb the AI, is why.
No. He's just trying to cultivate you. That's all.
And you know, it's not a problem, right? That I have. Oh, hold on, what's my culture resistance? Oh yeah, 100% culture resistance. It's not that bad, is it?
Zoom in on a council Man of War for me, Gaul.
I did a moment ago.
Taking a minute because stream lag.
I'll do it again though.
I'm just saying it looks like a little bit like a Sentinel from Halo.
I see it.
At least that's my opinion.
It looks like a helmet.
Dead.
Yeah, that's another common one.
God,
helmet.
his Titan's still almost dead. I think it's only got like a couple thousand health.
It's being repaired right now.
Yeah, I saw it. It's still steaming and on fire though.
Hit a buff out.
Good time to kill it if someone wants to jump the darn thing.
Just a flesh wound.
I'll bite your legs off.
It is a flesh wound. Almost only escaped with like 800 health.
I'm surprised he actually got it out. God damn it.
By targeting. My starbase was probably taking a pounding.
Oh
this
my
week.
god, the AI's got nearly 100 zealots.
I just watched that jump in and thought,
It's just
I'm
spamming.
definitely losing Thessia. This is part of why I want the
This
Yeah,
is
we
the,
should be balanced
this is
here.
the, this is the point where Echo starts whispering to everybody, "Hey guys, I'm really worried about Thessia."
This is part of why I'm implementing combat woods for
they're
it.
hitting me at Tessia.
This
With
is
the fall
ridiculous.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I
What?
see the infantry.
What keeps sending me missions? I know it's the AI, but it's like tilting me.
Hey guys, I'm really worried about Thessia.
Literally the fall of Thessia.
It's too late.
Dude, I just got a message. Fucking, it says various number telling me to attack. Fucking Echo. I'm like, oh okay.
What the hell is this AI doing?
Yeah, it's literally going over Thessia.
It's just randomly throwing frigates around the map without
It's
any
just
real
trolling you
sense
at
of-
this point.
Literally the AI.
It genuinely is.
Oh, he still is here. He just paused the game.
Well, he might have just fallen asleep on the keyboard. Randomly be pressing buttons with his face.
Good news
That
is
is
he,
also possible.
he unpaused it as well, so, you know, all's well that ends well.
Jesus.
I think I did pretty
So
well with
scared.
Cerberus.
The most annoying part is this is not that much of a difficult fleet to kill. They just need to sit
The Reaper
still and die.
I have a feeling they're
Oh.
going to wait for the cooldown and go to one of your other worlds.
Yeah.
Nah, the AI is
I feel like they're
not
just
very
going to
good
save
at
up
reading
resources and spam out more.
Actually, if I take out the trade, get confused and try and reorder its fleet.
Stop bullying the AI.
No! It blew up this here. I'm going to murder it.
Well, while you're here, though, I was thinking of doing setting up a game for 2 days from now on Sunday,
For
so that you might be able to watch
for what? Which mod? Or game?
Sins of the Prophets, because you mentioned you wanted to do one of those.
SOTP? Yeah, let me know. Drop me a message and I'll see if I can sort that out.
I
Public
planned it
build.
today, then Ark set up this.
Hmm?
Public build is OTP.
Echo.
Well, I set up this because I got out of the hospital, so.
What?
What do you mean?
Well, out of outpatient at least.
I had messaged Ark about doing community games, and then this was actually the day I was going to put one on. And Ark
Why
comes out
does the Geth
and sets
mobile
zone up. I'm like,
platform
okay,
say
I'll just
Prayer
take it
Class
and
Carrier 2?
On the picture, that's not
Yeah.
my fault. Blame Seth.
Okay.
What happened?
They've been here a long time. I notice it all the time.
Yeah.
What happened?
It's, the Alliance.
The pictures are all wrong.
And the
I think
Alliance
you've got
already
a.
have Bruce.
I think you've got a brush error somewhere in there.
It doesn't matter because the entire UI is being redone.
Unless you released it for 8.5.
All bounty has
It is
The
thinking-
UI is a requirement for any new release because it's like halfway done at the moment. It's quite well. Factions.
And it's,
Yeah,
it'll make
but if you actually are going to do 8.5, I'd be excited for it.
Alright, I'm going to bug out. Talk to you guys later. Let me
Bye,
know how
fella.
it goes.
Bye bye.
See you, Crypt.
that's me.
Finally, I unlocked Singularity.
Yeah, it takes a while to unlock.
The Singularity engine.
It's not as effective as I thought it would be, to be honest. I've tried it before. It's not. It's a bit
Yeah, I keep
underwhelming.
telling people it's not actually that great.
But it's really good for
Well, it's good if you when you cast on a large ship, but if you cast it on small ships, they just blow up instantly.
Oh, I think I know what happened. Why it crashed. Windows tried to update.
Why
would
do you
probably
let
fuck
it
with you.
do that automatically?
Multiple times, it didn't listen. I said no, it's scheduled it for this time, and I said 6 hours from now it could keep going.
Yeah, but why have you allowed it to automatically update at all?
Because it informs me of when the updates are, and I don't have to constantly check.
Where am I? Fucking. Okay, that's where it's gone. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
I won't carriers.
That's a start.
Kevin attacked me with the Reaper. I'm like, oh, I have extra capital ship slots. I'll pump out 4 more carriers.
Wow. Cass,
What?
Cass has gone unimpeded for pretty much the entire game. Impressive.
Yeah, he's been chilling.
Yeah, he's got the whole of the Cillian Nebula. He'd be quite rich, I imagine.
Certainly appears to be.
I would have killed the Talon's resistance on Nevos, though.
I should definitely kill the resistance on my world, but it actually helped me out a bit, so I'll just leave it be for now.
Well, they're quite useful on most planets, but if you get them on a garden world, it's usually more valuable to just kill them and take
This
the
is
garden world for yourself.
it's a gas giant, so I was like, I don't really need it right now.
Hey, Gal, have you
Yeah.
tried the Alliance mod in Star Wars Empire at War Gold Pack? No, I haven't. And based on the feedback that I've seen for it, I gather that there are various issues with it. Alliance.
Wait a minute, what?
Star Wars Alliance. It's an Empire at War game.
Haven't heard of
Empire
that
at War
mod.
mod. It's...
What's it?
Hmm?
What's it about, though?
It's Star Wars. It's about putting as many Super Star Destroyers on the field as you possibly can at the same time, despite the fact that Empire at War doesn't allow Super Star Destroyers to maneuver in an acceptable way because they're too big for the map size. It's the stupidest, most ridiculous thing in the world. Anyway, it's like the whole Yoden mod. How big can I fit something on the map game? Angers me greatly.
One of those. Yes.
So let me see. Goal's not here. Okay. He's dead. So what is it? It's us 5 versus the 3 AI at the moment, I guess.
The 3 AI that had a pretty big war chest for all his tech research.
Yes, I've tried I have tried Alliance, and it didn't suit my purposes. I should say. I feel that it was too much content, not enough balance.
Yeah. That's remarkably easy to do, actually. My god, this AI is driving me through the...
All right.
Mine says a fleet, and it's going to be full of carriers because I picked destroy.
No, I don't care about whether the AI is like doing well or not. I care about when it's being stupid, like this Reaper one is. Just
Your AI.
jumping ships between two planets, back and forth.
Still kicking your dick off, though, isn't it?
You occupied, I'll someone else now is jump into your system.
Stomping all over it. Its ships are getting wrecked.
Still keeping you occupied.
Keeps taking your planets, though, doesn't it?
No, it's only taking Thessia.
See, it's fallen.
I didn't take anything else further in because I didn't kill the culture station on the way.
Ah.
I didn't take anything important either.
Not that I need any of that. I'm sitting on 400,000 credits, and I just don't know what to do with them at this point.
I guess I'll deal with Jordan's fleets and Starbase and stuff.
I'm coming to help you. And
I only have one AI that has been pumping them out.
God.
I don't have any defenses on my worlds either because I
Oh,
only put them on
God.
one. I was too busy trying to prepare fleets for Reapers. It's going to be a pretty big straight shot to my home world.
Took is going. It isn't looking good for Tula. Oh, really?
Oh, I see your super carrier.
Be dead. Unless they rebuild it.
Guys, I'm worried about it.
I was just about to type that again. Great minds.
Made even more ironic by the fact it's not my planet.
Oh my god. Really, guys? I'm looking at this. Destroyers.
Oh, jeez, they're just spamming the same frigate out of these yards and just sending it in a conga-lined dive. So frustrating. Like, seriously, it's what they're doing. 2 frigate yards just pumping out Geth frigates.
Come on, Cass. Let's see you do something. Come on, my man.
Yeah, come on, Cass. Assuming you're not dead, let's go.
Where is he?
He's moving his ships around. I've been watching him.
Oh, Set's finally coming to kill me. I also have the Reaper, so... enjoy that.
Alright.
Here comes the Thinix, boys.
Hopefully it doesn't get wrecked like last time.
Better not pout. Better not cry.
Well, I'm already on Jordan's worlds, and I'm already like just shitting on his fleets. So.
I don't have any fleets left. You killed my one fleet was killed by the AI, and the other one was completely wrecked by, well, destroyed defending myself.
Yeah, I don't know my sets here. I'm already doing it.
Was this Comstop or PvPvE? It was theoretically PvP entirely, Kairook.
Oh, well, he can do it. No,
yeah, and then the AI, then people left and the AI showed up, so...
So, Echo, you know how Reaper development is really slow?
Devin, I'm not sure what
you know when it took Beckenstein,
FNAF
like an
is.
age ago?
Yeah.
I'm still upgrading it.
You die? Oh no, I think my AI is spamming SM2s. No.
Oh, look, the super carrier jumped right into my fleet.
How is it building these damn things so fast?
AI has
AI's increased income.
Not
Build
income.
speed cheats and increased income cheats.
It's good. It's got a lot of cheats. Let's just leave it at that.
You're pumping out SR2s because I saw like 6 of them.
That's why the difficulty curve can quickly become a difficulty right angle, as we've noted before.
Yes.
Comes a cliff very quick.
Oh, stop wasting Azer on stasising frickin' Geth frigate.
That annoys me. Need to fix that.
And here comes the Yogg.
Yeah, but it's the AI. They're kind of hard coded to spam frigates if they're in a position not to win with.
I need this ability to cast.
Cass! Ark! Both of you! Murder! Please!
God, it's an art of patience, okay? It's an art of patience.
Hey, Echo.
Yeah.
My sweet prince. My super carrier just went boom.
Oh, nice, the uplifted Yogg.
Lord.
You're 2 jumps
I
from
don't
my
know what
homeworld.
class has, but I don't know it's going to be enough. That's Tokon. Good, lovely.
Orange
Can
man
we
bat
see?
versus
I'm gonna ask. We've done this before. Can we see one big battle in the center relay?
I'm going straight for fucking Sirkesh.
Alliance player is just sitting there with his fleet at his relay that leads to him and defending it. I love it.
Yep. I have my Pokemon. I don't need anything else.
Diversity is our strength. Orange man bad.
This should be fun.
It's a pretty good Cerberus game.
Alright. So that's gonna
Oh,
get
good,
that
those
planet.
edits are returning. Lovely.
I guess I'll move my Themis to take this.
I love how everyone's scouting the wrong planets, but sure.
What do you mean?
Don't worry. It's fine.
All of your Reapers?
It's very ironic.
It's fine.
You're killing Solarian worlds with Yang.
Alright, various numbers done.
Oh, finally.
Great success!
Go through the star guys if you want to kill my homeworld. It's my only fleet base with fleet ship production yards.
Yeah, I can see it.
That is a suitable purple fleet icon. I approve.
The Krogan DMZ.
Oh damn. Costas built up quite a fleet.
Nice fleet arc.
Oh, someone finally found it.
Alright,
have
Jordan.
you found the
All of the AIs are dead.
Which fleet have you found? Or was it Spartan talking in his
Yeah, it was the one near
Don't talk about
the
it.
relay. I'm not gonna tell them where or what's in it. Calm down. I'm just saying it's very nice. It's definitely
Quiet,
a
my
nice
child.
ship that just came off the production line.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm worried about Thessia.
I'm not worried about Thessia. You probably should be.
So, the Citadel was super weak. It's only got like 3 ships left. One of them being
That's so fucking good.
the Ascension, to be fair, but I killed everything else there.
Oh, I've got an armored stealth frigate. Lovely. Free scouting.
Probably one of mine.
5 Nights at Freddy's. No, I haven't played that.
Are you sure?
Oh.
Are you sure, guys, that you're worried about this here?
I'm more worried about
I'm
the
not.
set. Why hasn't anyone took Paladin's cluster? It's huge. It's got a lot of good resources.
Too trying to anything else.
We were just leaving it because it was pretty much AFK, I guess.
Out of respect for.
Yeah, respect for Gaul.
I can't save you if you're dead.
If you all kill each other at exactly the same time, I could still win this.
He's not wrong.
Oh yeah, damn. Okay, well, not to worry.
You can give people your money though.
You
Oh
can't.
my god.
No, I haven't researched it.
Oh,
Should have researched it before you
So-
killed it.
So, oh, I see. I'm not used to you anymore, huh?
Oh, you should
Joel
have
could have
researched
been
it before you.
secretly,
He has
secretly
over
funding
200.
it.
He has over
Set, did you just?
200,000
Oh,
credits.
Set's broken his ceasefire with me. Hello.
He's not making any more resources because I
sorry,
killed the
that was
Ezo
an
nodes.
That was an accident.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think instantly opposite.
Oh. That's a production
You know,
line.
Set, you know,
That's
maybe
why
I'll
you
let you
didn't want
live
me
because I'm
to.
afraid if I kill you that you'll fire me.
I see why you didn't want me saying anything. Gold just zoomed in on that.
On what? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't.
You even see that. The regular ones. That all the AI are dead. Can we get like a full fleet cat battle?
Everyone to the Serpent Nebula. Yeah,
I mean, we can arrange that, sure.
do it.
I have 10 spare dread cap. What do I do with it, guys?
Yeah, I'm in a bit more of a pickle than you are there, Echo. Although if I tell you how much spare cap I got, you probably guess what I do, which is a bit.
Well, obviously you've got the arrival by now. You'd be stupid not to have it by now.
Oh no, I've got a rifle. I've had a rifle for a while. But I have 32 spare dreadnought slots.
That's a
You've
lot of
only
dreadnoughts.
got 8 Reapers. What are you doing? Amateur.
Discord crashed again.
I don't quite think you understand the grasp. I've got to sacrifice some ships. Don't worry about it. But I know I haven't got 8 Reapers. I've got 2.
Amateur.
Surely don't have a Harbinger either.
Just 2 Reapers, man. That's all I've got.
What are you doing? Get good.
Rob.
And 2 Reapers. He didn't specify what type of Reapers he was talking about, so I assume he's just talking about the Sovereigns.
I got 2 Reapers. That's all you need to know.
Fun and games till 60 destroyers jumping on top of a fleet.
Oh yeah, he's probably spamming destroyers because that's actually how you win.
Fun and games till he spams destroyers. Ooh.
I'm spamming anything that fires Thanex.
You don't have to answer this if it's gonna like actually break. Oh, Ark, really?
What?
You named your Vanguard Sovereign.
I named my Vanguard Sovereign. I named one of my sovereigns Nazara. No.
We're the same person, but whatever.
Oh no, I'll make it better. Hold on.
Better be called Bob at the end of this.
I don't know if you can actually answer this, but any more Hanar ships?
Nope. And Echo was very convinced.
Right, fellas, we've been going for 3.25 hours now, so I'm going to be looking to end the stream shortly.
Well, Goal, I'll set your appetites, all right? Don't worry about it.
Goodbye.
Everyone
Shall
jump
we,
to
I'll
the
escort
Citadel.
you back.
try and end the stream with a bang?
Yeah, we've done this
must
before.
Prepare for our final battle.
That's a
I just need
ridiculous
to
amount
build
of collectors.
some more Marax.
Yeah, let us get our fleet caps maxed out, Go. And we'll give you something to celebrate Colonial Treason Day.
Looks like Casper's up for it. His fleet immediately pulled a 180 and started heading towards hitherto unexplored regions. I like it.
That should do. That's a good starting fleet for the central relay. There we go. There we go. I approve. I approve.
Has my culture reached the central relay yet? No.
No, it hasn't. Mine has.
Yours and Red has for a bit, and then it died.
What is this?
This should be amusing.
My God, how many carriers do you have? Alliance player, I can't remember your name. I apologize.
Cas.
Yes.
Oh, Cos actually speaks? Shit.
Cas, how many carriers? How many carriers do you have?
All of them.
Relatively many.
This is gonna be a bad idea.
Cos, I just assumed you didn't have a mic, bro. What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good.
So my fleet sat in the central relay.
It's a voice crack.
Feel free to kill that.
You should take the Citadel.
I could probably take it with that fleet. You're right.
It only has 3 ships left. You could take it with 1 Reaper.
Sure, I'll take the Citadel. Fuck it, why not? I need to.
We can make the final battle at the Citadel. That would be
Fine with
even
that. Repeat of.
We can do
reporting.
this at ME3 style, but you have to give me a few minutes for that.
Saying, guess fleet reporting.
Yeah. This is ME3 style, guys. Let's fucking
Everyone
do it.
set up ceasefires and then jump into
Alright.
each other.
Ark, go take Earth.
We don't have any idea how many systems we've got to go through to take Earth.
He can jump. He can jump in
Which
all my
player is
monopolies
on
at
Earth?
once. I am.
Follower.
Followers.
Follower. Oh.
Mass Effect 3 upset me immensely.
Now let's just do the Citadel. It's so much easier.
It upset everyone.
Yeah, but the Citadel.
Let me just. I need to get this fleet killed. It's a bunch of worthless ships I don't need anymore, right? You know.
Oh, I can actually offer ceasefire to Ark, so like that. So like we could actually just not die. But Echo, yeah, I can offer everybody ceasefire.
Everyone offer ceasefires except to each other, and then get to the Citadel and just let them rip.
We can do that.
Let this be our final battle.
Ceasefire. Ceasefire.
Let this be our finest hour.
Oh, thank God.
This Long Island story of ours is to end.
Okay, fellas, we're back.
You might be waiting a few minutes, Carl.
I know.
That all the cruisers look like dreadnoughts, and that they fired missiles. That can be excused. It was one of their only models.
You know, if we're gonna do this Mass Effect 3 side, we've got to give me a fighting chance. So.
No.
You have a fighting chance.
We want Mass Effect 3 as it should have been style, which means the Reapers
Which
should
means
get
the
totally
Reapers
wrecked.
win. I don't know what you're talking about.
Son, I hope you're prepared to be yeeted on, because it's coming.
Anyone
It's
else?
coming hard.
Anyone else feels super let down by Mass Effect's Andromeda's Ket War?
The kit were just not very good.
The Ket were a fine, like, anticlimactic villain. My problem was they advertised them as this big bad threat, and I don't mean the Reaper's big bad threat. I meant like more like the Collectors or the Geth from Mass Effect 1. The easiest way you could have done that was actually had like big battles that happen on worlds. Instead, we got shooting.
Here's a minor raiding force. Have a nice day. Yeah.
The kit just were not very good in general because they're an assimilation style, but they were not scary like Borg are. They're just combining religion, assimilation, wasn't done Set had
I'm pissed at Discord crashing.
properly thought out.
You're gonna have to
Uh,
repeat everything you just said because Discord crashed.
Set, you describe it better as to why the kit are boring.
Yeah, well, I mean, because they're villains with no purpose. They're just bad guys for the sake of bad guys.
Not really. If you like, this is a couple things.
This should be a meme.
I did some very interesting reading into like everything I could. I grabbed from the Ket and read about it. The Ket are kind of like on the Borg. They're not honorable warriors, but they're very warlike. They're the Borg because they want to add everyone to themselves and they believe themselves to be perfect.
Yeah, but the problem is that Borg have a depth that has fleshed out course of several series and movies, right? The Ket are new. You have no relevant information to them. You know nothing about them other than they want to make you them, right?
Well, you learn if you play a lot of the side missions, you learn more. So they're an empire. They got how they work is they got a council, and that council
but the thing that has made every bad guy worth looking at in Mass Effect is the fact that every bad guy is believable, right? Because the easiest way to make you think of a bad guy as good is that under the right circumstances you can see understanding their perspective, right? Saren was a perfect bad guy, right? Because when you played through Mass Effect,
might have been a perfect bad guy, but the Reapers, who were the ultimate big bads, weren't.
No. It was never the biggest misconception about Mass Effect is it's never about the Reapers. The Reapers are just what's causing the chaos between everyone else during the entire series, right? What makes Saren or the Elusive Man perfect bad guys is that their point of view is understandable and relatable, and if you were in their position, you would probably be doing the same thing.
Until you read the First Contact or comments about the Contact comics about the Elusive Man, and they just say he was indoctrinated all along.
But see, that's the thing is that's context you don't really have. The Elusive Man is a.
If you read the wiki.
Hold on, let me fucking speak, please. Like, the thing that makes the Elusive Man so relatable is that under the right circumstances, you could see yourself doing the same exact thing. He is doing the right things with the wrong, right? There's no. It is a perfectly natural thing to put your own species first, right? But the way he's doing that is bad. That's what makes him bad. That's what makes him like the antithesis of Shepard, right?
I understand that. Like
the Ket don't have that. The Ket don't have that. The Archon is literally a faceless bad guy with no purpose, right? The only part of his plot line that you become even artificially interested in is the fact that he seems to be almost engrossed in trying to understand the Remnant. That's it. That's like the only real character depth he has.
Well, the side characters were actually more interesting, to be completely honest. Some of the Geth side characters, she was actually she had reasons for what she was doing. She actually had depth, but she wasn't the main character, sadly.
Yeah, but it would have been interesting to see the Ket as more of a kind of chaotic neutral character, where in which it wasn't just so hostile all the time with them, and maybe the Archon at some point during the end of the game decides that what he's doing is wrong and is trying to destroy the Ket, because there were talks of like when Andromeda was first coming out that that the Archon was kind of like a rebel amongst the Ket.
I get what you're saying, and they somewhat went there with that with the Ket Civil War, but
the problem with all of it is that they tell us a lot about the depth of the Ket, but they never show it. Especially if you also look at the Ket and their interaction with the Angara. They tell us about how when the Ket arrived first, they were all super nice and diplomatic, and and the Ket were super insidious and cunning. But when we're interacting with them, it's just they just start shooting at us. First thing they see us, they start shooting at us. And then they never stop.
They do stop on certain occasions, but that's mostly through hologram. Or...
yeah, they mostly stop to monologue, which is not proper stopping.
be fair, there were only really 2 characters I was super interested in that game. One of them we barely speak to. Drax. Drax. Moshai. The Moshai interests me. She could have been a good character if they'd done it right. And then 4 actually, and then the 2 other Angaran leaders. The one in charge of the resistance, and then the leader of the civilian government, Anaya. Were interesting because they sounded like they were going to be more part of the story. Like there was this thing that the resistance and the civilian government were having trouble. They were like friction a lot. So the idea was, I was like, oh, they might have a civil war, and I'm going to either have to stop it or side with certain people.
I mean, it always felt to me that Andromeda was a very rushed, experienced.
We know that to be true. So
yeah, so like
development. The only reason the Nomad actually had good physics was because they hired the people that did Horizon 4.
To be honest, like the combat system in Andromeda is actually not bad. Like the way you can sort of.
BioWare finally completed what they wanted to do with Mass Effect 2 and 3. They made the game a shooter.
Well, not making it stupid, but like the fact that you could sort of your character was more malleable than it was before, and you could sort of really customize it to the playstyle that you wanted to have was, I think, a good change.
Design-wise, that actually backfired. But
I prefer Mass Effect 3's combat style. It was like
Mass Effect 3 was fun, but the problem is that unlike Andromeda, you were limited to 2 planes. You really didn't interact with height all that much when you were dealing with Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. And Andromeda's combat style included the whole map. Like you never felt like you were restricted by a section.
I'm not arguing that. I mean more with gunplay. I felt Mass Effect 3 had better gunplay.
Mass Effect 3 had better gunplay because it was refined over the course of over a year. It was not nearly as good on release.
The power system was great.
I don't have any of the DLCs. I don't have any of the DLCs for Mass Effect 3, so I'm basically running the stock release version of the game.
No, but they still released patches, which
I don't think I got any of the patches on the game either.
Did you get it on Origin?
If you're on Origin, you got them.
Oh, I got it on console version, so.
They auto patch on console as well.
Yeah, I do believe they auto patch on console as well.
Because I don't remember downloading anything extra for for Mass Effect 3. I just downloaded the game itself onto the Xbox One because they're backwards compatible.
I think Andromeda's gunplay could have reached the
Mass Effect 3 level.
Mass Effect 3 had, if they'd had time to actually do it, because they were coming along with the patches. It was getting better slowly.
It was getting better. Like I prefer. I went back to the Mass Effect 1 style of combat with the vintage heatsink system. I love using that. It's quite fun to use.
Mass Effect 1 is still one of my favorite games.
Yeah,
Mass Effect 1 was not a shooter. It was a
RPG.
Classic RPG. You just happened to be looking over the shoulder instead of having.
Yeah, I know. I enjoyed Mass Effect 1 a lot more than I did 2 or 3, surprisingly.
Oh, I can't go anywhere near Ark because
I personally, my biggest problem I had with.
Wait, have you just seen my fleet?
Andromeda was I couldn't combat roll
because like I don't have ceasefire on you, so like I would attack you immediately.
The only person I have a ceasefire with is
into a certain style. Like, I'm fine with having extra abilities to use, and I can tailor it to my style. But all those abilities felt just the blends of the different thing. There were few abilities that felt wholly unique, and that I felt that I was using, and I actually felt.
Which one is this in? Andromeda.
Andromeda. I didn't feel like I had all these abilities, but each time I go into them, I'm looking at some of them. I'm like, these are the only abilities that are really fun. That I find using fun. Like a lot of them were just regurgitated different versions of the abilities in other trees, with different like some of the bionic.
Well, that was true in Mass Effect 3 as well, in many ways. The principal endpoint effect of many of the abilities from, say, the techie fellow tree. They ended up at the same endpoint as those with biotic abilities in most cases. It just looks a little bit different.
I mean, they were bionics worked in certain ways. They didn't do as much damage to something versus this. Tech abilities didn't do much damage to this versus this. So you got to the same endpoint, but it was two different means of getting there. And you also had to use them in different ways. certain bionic abilities, I'm just throwing out one of these bionic abilities. I'm doing the exact same thing with a.
Have you guys killed out the central relay by any chance?
What do you mean?
I'm personally annoyed that they took out combat rolling in
Because
Mass
if we're
Effect
doing this fight in
Andromeda.
the Citadel, you kind of need to clear out the central relay for me to move my fleet there once it's built.
It's empty.
I'm sitting on the Athena Nebula.
I'm not
relay.
I'm not in the central relay. I already left.
Okay.
Central
My
relay.
biggest
on my relay.
annoyance with Mass Effect
My
Andromeda
fleet is
was
almost done. It's got a couple more ships to build and then move, so but should be there soon. There we go. Got to
Won
move
a
these
lot
ships
of
into position,
choices
and then
for
I'll be able
unique
to
weaponry, and
move my
combat rolling
my
was
fleet
taken
over
out.
to the Citadel, and we'll be able to get this this
You
brutality
could
started.
still dodge.
You could still dodge, but I meant like full-on combat rolling. I didn't feel like in heavy melee. I didn't feel like I was a anyone
The melee
trained
simplification annoyed me. I like melee. I like
In
it.
what?
melee, and I liked being able to roll over and like
I don't
jump
care
over,
about rolling.
jump diving over color. I felt like it was an
I
accident.
was happy that I finally got to biotic dodge as shit.
I like
always
melee.
been able
That was
to do it.
nice. That I agree was nice. I never
But
focused
yeah,
on
the
that.
one thing that annoyed me was seeing like biotics float down in ME2 and 3 and be like, why can't I do this? What the fuck?
Exactly. Because Shepard is, let's be honest, probably one of the most powerful biotics.
If you play him as a
around.
biotic, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you play an adept Shepard, or even a Vanguard, Shepard
To be
is
honest,
probably
Sentinel
up
Shepard's
there with
pretty
Jack.
brutal. Yeah.
Sentinel
Up
Shepard
there
can
with
be pretty
Jack, easily.
And
powerful.
what about Vanguard Shepard in Mass Effect 3?
Vanguard's brutal, man.
Yeah.
Man,
Best.
it was
Fucking ridiculous.
so
But
brutal.
to
And
be
yet
honest,
Shepard every single time, like, doesn't biotic
I
float,
play
doesn't
Sentinel
biotic
Shepard
dodge,
in
anything.
Mass Effect 3. I'll play
and
Soldier for the first two
the
games.
most broken thing I found in Mass Effect so far is Assault Tech Armor in ME2, which is just insane.
Oh,
Tech
Yeah,
armor is broken in 3 as well.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Something I
Alright,
think
so
found
I
in
have
Mass
no idea where I'm going right now. I don't
Just
think
don't worry about it for now.
Are
My
we
fleet's
going
not in
to
position yet.
Citadel or
You're
somewhere
not
else?
moving anywhere for a while.
broken thing I found in Mass
I'm
Effect
moving.
Andromeda.
I'm moving
We
to
can't
this.
wait for you to have 40 Reapers. Let's just
I
get
don't
this
have.
on.
I've got my last 2 Reapers are joining the fleet now, right? So
I'll be honest with you, fellas. I'm kind of at the end of my rope with this. Go now, otherwise I need to end the stream.
Yes.
Fuck.
that-
Yeah, they're arriving now. It's fine. Hold on.
Where are we going?
Citadel.
You go central. It's Sampa Nebula. It'll be easier.
alright, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna jump
The
now, I
most
guess.
broken thing I found in Mass Effect Andromeda was the N7 Vanguard with vintage heatsink. That your combat profile, which ups your ammo.
It was very easy to break and
Sherpa Nebula.
It's
I had a
overpowered as hell because
chain
you have an
detonator
automatic
adept.
weapon that does one of the biggest amount of damage in the game.
There we go.
I didn't even need weapons.
Oh yeah, I love just
When you get to certain
Singularity
points
with-
in ME2 and ME3, yeah, weapons become pointless in certain classes.
Alright, guys.
Singularity with a chain
All of you,
detonator.
to the central relay now.
I'm already
I'm
going.
jumping the fleet now.
the biggest thing I found fun about Mass Effect Andromeda was probably the flamethrower. Just walking up to like 6 cat and just burning them with a flamethrower.
Oh, this jump in's gonna be awesome.
It's super broken because you can fire if you upgrade the flamethrower fully and you upgrade your concussive shot fully, you can burn someone with the flamethrower, drop them half health, fire the concussion shot, and they're dead. Like I don't mean regular enemies, I
There
mean the
goes
super
my
OP
fleet,
boss ones.
which means
Oh my Christ.
Ark,
Oh
you're
my
probably gonna die.
God.
say you need to break your ceasefire with me. Fuck.
Alright, yeah, doing that now.
Because I don't know if you can do it, but this is gonna get. I don't. This could go either way, but fighting a lot of fleets doesn't usually end well for the Reapers. No.
For Reapers, not a lot ends well for the Reapers.
I thought this was going to be a mental free for all.
Are we going? We're going, right?
Yeah, I know
Let's have
everyone's gone. My fleet's arriving. Hi guys.
Set
Don't worry, that's
echoes.
not it. Don't worry about that.
The Alliance fleet are arrived. Every fleet but
I had to do my fleet in 2 stages
Ark
because you
has
guys were being
arrived.
picky, but kill.
and
Incoming reinforcements. Have a nice day. I say
Ark-
incoming, they're a while away because lag.
Oh god!
should be arriving soon. I don't-
My destroyers aren't here yet. This sucks.
I think Stream feels nothing but your fleet hasn't
Well,
arrived
something
yet.
just exploded in your fleet's set.
Yeah, well, it's
Hello! Here's the rest of the fleet.
Your fleet now arrived.
Oh,
kind of Reapers
I'll
jump out of
start
hyper.
taunting everything in a moment.
How much can you taunt?
Oh, I can taunt everything. I have a lot of Asari, but I'm more worried about whether I can survive taunting for very long.
Oh, this is
Target
crazy.
Harbinger.
Fleet just started on the battle just started on the stream. Fleet,
Singularity, barrier, stasis, use everything.
oh my god, that's why is there so much Stanex ripping into that? Jesus Christ.
This looks like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Yes, Jesus.
Oh my god! You know the singularity.
The rest of Ark's fleet, the rest of Ark's fleet has just arrived.
And Harbinger is toast.
Bye, Harvey.
Oh, the singularity! It's glorious!
How many singularities do you
Has anybody
fucking
got?
have?
Only the one. Has anybody got
Anybody
any
have
AoE
any
damage?
missiles left?
Kill the Sagan. I don't care what he kills, but
Reaper Blob. Anybody wanted a Reaper Blob?
So we're just seeing Harbinger die now on stream.
Can you see what the singularity is doing on
Oh,
stream?
we can't see crap. Goal isn't in cinematic, so all we see is color.
I had to buy Destiny Ascension.
No!
Oh, yep, I
That's
just seen.
still alive for now.
I just seen the
I
Destiny
think you stand corrected.
Nope, it's still alive on my screen. It's tanking.
But
Look
the
at that.
Destiny Ascension isn't dead on stream screen either. It hasn't took any firepower. We're just seeing the Reaper pile now. Looks like they're trying to dance.
Oh, this is crazy.
He's taken my sovereignty, that dickhead.
Oh yeah, I just seen one of those sovereigns.
I have 5 of them already.
Oh, totally not open.
Let's see how long it takes the Reapers to kill Ceres.
I think the Destiny Ascension is now dying because I'm seeing all the Reaper beams hit it.
Yeah.
Destiny Ascension went a while ago.
On
I
stream.
also have like over 20 Reaper destroyers.
Remember, we're 30 seconds behind, so everything you're doing, we're seeing later on, so I'm commenting on in post-effect.
I'm seeing it as it happens.
Yeah. The Destiny Ascension just went on our screen a couple seconds ago. I see the Bionic Singularity, and I see how it pulled every single Reaper into one big pile.
Yeah.
Anyone got any AoE damage?
Well, I did.
I have
I had a
AoE.
couple nukes, and then you kind of killed me with my fleet.
My AoE is called Control Signal.
My AoE was called
Your AoE is fucking
No,
broken.
nukes aren't AoE in the way that you think they are.
No, nukes aren't AoE.
I'm talking about radius type stuff, like energy drain, which is just about to come off cooldown. I hope you didn't need your shields, Ark.
I figured they would be one
To be
big
honest, all I've
explosion
done
that
is
would hit
mass
multiple
targeted
ships.
follow Ceres. That's all I've done.
That's probably a good idea.
It's still not
Mhm.
enough. He's taken so many of my Reapers, it's like...
Still keeping all the QA alive, whatever the Volus ship is. Can't remember how to pronounce it.
Quono.
This is
Who
the
know?
conventional victory that we never got.
There?
Well,
You-
the
they
one
could-
where Cerberus walks in and takes all of the ships.
To be fair,
That's the conventional victory you never
That's
got,
what
really.
Tim wanted.
actually got a good victory as like a proper Mass Effect 3 victory. Cerberus wouldn't have been generic bad guys. Number 3478999999976. I do think Echo might win this because I'm looking gold zoomed out and he's got the most ships left on the field.
Do I? Because it looks like my fleet on my end is looking pretty grim. I've lost
Most
some
of my
stuff.
fleet has become Follow's fleet, so
Followers got a big. The problem is you got to understand. We're slower behind. We're just seeing a lot of your ships detonate now. Arc.
I'm losing a
and
lot of
from
my
what we can see-
Quarian ships. And I've lost
well,
some
yeah, they
Cyrus
don't
stuff.
fucking hell, do they?
A lot of your Quarian ships and like all your Tyrian ships are still alive from what we can see on our screen. They're all kind of spread out behind and they're firing at their maximum range.
Oh, did you, Follow, do you like how I named all of my Sovereign Class Reapers Sovereign?
Yeah. I thought you did all of your Reapers sovereign.
Yeah, all of
My
them.
alliance task
all of
group
them are
is
named
completely
Sovereign.
untouched.
Your
Yeah, there
alliance
you go,
task
that's
group is
my
completely
last
untouched. I
destroyers.
can see it now.
So how many of my ships
Yeah.
do you have, Follow?
A lot of them.
Because that's why I lost, because you took all my damn ships.
Jesus,
take
the
such
fighters. I'm just seeing a ton of
How
kills.
many?
The fighters ricocheting.
I have 8 of them, and I have like 30 Reaper destroyers.
Oh, yep, and now Follow's destroying me. Great.
Oh shit!
I see one of the
Busy.
sovereigns. Okay, so Ark, you have one sovereign left on our screen.
I know,
It's
I-
okay.
Fire
The
every
commentary
day.
that you're providing at the moment is 1 minute behind what's happening on what is happening. So
Alan!
I don't need additional commentary about what's happening on my stream.
I'm getting a lot of random shit.
Follow gets 5 Sovereign Class Reapers, and then he thinks he's the fucking shit.
I can't see it now. Oh, let me
When I
surrender.
can see, the Alliance fleet is still in touch. Is that true still, or am I?
It
my
has been
alliance
touched
task
to
group
bits.
That is that battlefield. Jesus Christ.
That's Debris Central.
Is everyone just declared war each other now? It's like Reapers are dead. Right, let's go.
Oh no, all the Ceruses are still alive. Follow's probably gonna win this. Just
I tried to kill as many as I could, but they're so damn tanky. I can't.
Yeah,
Even the
that's-
Reapers can't kill Cerus. This is a
Still got a sovereign alive.
It has 90% barrier mitigation in Reaper. So they're like super hard to deal with. Don't worry, it's been significantly nerfed. We
Yeah, I
gutted
know.
the shit out of it.
What happened was I nerfed Reapers, but I forgot to nerf the Cerus at the same time because it follows the Reaper paradigm.
Oh look, I got some
Stats.
carriers. Let's go.
This debris field is ridiculous.
What is that name? SSV Glittertind. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Canon
What the
name.
I'm screenshotting that. That's
Sort
fucking
of.
great.
It's a mountain.
It's a quick whip.
Christ.
Get that Ladar in there.
Oh, more my Asaria dying.
Ark, did your very British mother just yell at you very Britishly?
Yes, you did.
Hey, thanks for the Sovereign Class Reapers, friend.
That's all that's left on our screen from what we can see.
And the Reaper Destroyers.
Yeah, so that's one of my Merrick's been stolen.
My prediction came through. Echo came out with most of his fleet intact from what we can see.
No.
Follow went to Cerus.
Alright,
Follow
we desperately need to nerf control.
it's already
been
been
nerfed already.
nerfed. Don't worry.
I mean, the Ceres can still does as many ships, but like you can't field as many because we changed a couple of things, and they don't do as much damage, which is like the most important thing, and they're not as tanky.
I'm going to be adjusting the control or indoctrination mechanics as well. So
Reapers won't be able to be indoctrinated, which should make things hilarious.
No, they can still
Well-
but it's not as long.
once I
My
get
god,
that
there's
sorted,
just a
that'll
man of
be
war. I just saw a corpse of a man of war just sitting there.
So Follow's
Reapers
literally
will
winning
be
this fight
secondary
with the remnants of
indoctrination,
my Reaper
like,
fleet.
Yeah, pretty
like
much.
Chips are. Yeah, they'll have control reset. But no, one of the big things that's causing this, the Cerus's passive ability can steal capital ships as well.
Yeah.
And every time that procs, it's extremely potent.
The leg now.
Well, I mean, like, to be honest, Reaper Destroyers at the minute are far more potent than any Reaper capital ship,
Oh, yeah.
and he's got far more of them. So
Yeah, that
On a-
is because Reapers are not balanced.
yes,
On a high note, the leg's gone.
I was gonna ask. It seems to.
Well, that was
long.
fun.
That was crazy.
I've definitely
Follow-
got some work cut out for me.
Follow, kudos to you for being the last man standing.
Well done,
To be
Follow.
fair, we ganged up on Ark and then we kind of went a free for all. So if it would have been like an open free for all, Ark would have just, you know, targeted down my Ceres, and then I may or may not have been able to steal as many ships as I did.
Glorious credit income rate. None of you know how to make money.
I didn't have a very good setup.
Oh, it's at the end. The end game was great.
Take a look. Even after doing nothing for the entire game, credits available, I still didn't win.
He actually had quite a lot, though.
Yeah.
Streams. Watch through that to see all the stuff I missed.
I like that moment where I've got 198 credits.
Yeah, I still had the most Galaxy culture percentage, even.
Hey.
That far.
That would probably be a good idea to make the ultimate ability for the Ceres only able to steal dreadnoughts instead of having it also able to steal frigates.
Maybe it's just able to steal frigates. and not
Yeah,
dreadnoughts.
probably.
At the moment, the passive can steal frigates, cruisers, and dreadnoughts, and the objective is to remove the dreadnought stealing and then just leave it on the ultimate and set it to only steal.
It does. Well, I suppose it's not that hard to get to the ultimate with control because they get free capture.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Blimey, nearly 4 hours. Damn. That was a fun stream. Could have been a bit shorter. But folks, thank you so much for watching this evening. It's been fun. I do like Dawn of the Reapers. We're going to take a little break from Dawn of the Reapers for the next couple of streams at least. I'd